Boy, Kai, good morning. This is Parts again. I'm back. If you are new to this channel, please click the subscribe button and ring that bell for more updates. So sa vlog na ito, pag-uusapan natin how we can help in the food system sa Philippines even beyond the COVID-19 pandemic. Whew! Ngayon ko, actually sa vlog na to, I will be releasing my new segment, yung parts space. No? Kasi gusto ko na merong ibang space para pag-usapan or i-discuss naman natin yung mga opinion ko do sa mga bagay-bagay. Siyempre, hindi naman totally nagmamatter, pero gusto ko lang din i-share sa inyo para lang makapag-share, no? At alam niyo kung saan ako nag-start. So yun, diretso na. Alam natin na ang mga farmers and fisher folks, sila yung pinaka-vulnerable na sector sa bansa natin at lalo na sa panahon ngayon, as the most vulnerable sector kahit bago pa yung COVID-19. Siyempre, gusto naman natin na sa panahon ngayon, sila yung kumbaga matulungan naman natin in the ways we can. So, nag-prepare ako dito ng 5, sabihin na natin ways, no? By experience naman ito. So, if it applies to you, good. Pero kung hindi, I mean, kung meron pa kayong madaming ideas, you can share that in your comments below para mapag-usapan din natin in the future. So, number 1, siyempre, malaking tulong is to buy straight from our farmers. So, ano ba ang effect nun? Siyempre, alam natin na isa sa mga pinakamahirap gawin nila na maliban sa pagtatanim ay kung paano nila ibibenta yung produce. Kung kayo ay nakatirang malapit sa nag-farm, so make sure na supportahan ninyo sila. Dahil siyempre, buying their own products. So there are ways naman to connect with them. There are private groups na tumutulong na collect yung mga materials na yun. May mga organizations tayo na yan, ililink ko sa baba kung sino yung mga gumagawa doon. And also, kung meron naman din kayong direct communication sa kanila, gawin nyo natin. In that way, hindi masasayang yung pagkain nila and also maramdaman nila na kahit sila yung naghihirap sa mga panahon ngayon, nasusuportahan pa rin natin. Dagdag ko pa yung nangyari sa Benguet, no? Yung mga overproduction sa family una. So yun sa mga ways, no? Kahit yung mga government din natin, no? Gumagawa din ng paraan para tumulong. So number 2 is, kung hindi natin kayang bumili ng pagkain locally, pwede naman tayo ang mag-produce. Simulan na mag-produce ng sariling pagkain. Mahirap? Oo, medyo. Pero, magiging madali siya kung siyempre pag-aaralan natin. Wala namang pinanganak na magsasaka or farmer agad. So, kailangan ng practice. Marami tayo diyang mga online materials. Meron tayong e-courses sa Agricultural Training Institute. Meron mga non-government organizations na nag-offer ng mga e-courses. So, grab them hanggang sa matuto kayo at mas ma-engage sa pagkatanim. Kung wala kayong planting materials, pwede nyo gamitin yung mga nabili niyo sa market o kaya naman mag-request kayo ng seeds, no, sa inyong mga localities. Nagbibigay ng libreng seeds ang mga munisipyo, ang mga cities. Kailangan lang nila ng pangulit, no, kasi minsan hindi nila alam na kailangan natin. At yung Bureau of Plant Industry, nagpakita rin sila ng intent na magbigay ng mga free seeds. So, kung nasa city kayo, malapit kayo sa Manila or Quezon City, you can reach them, no, through these contacts. Number 3, bantayan ang efforts ng ating mga government officials. No? Isa sa mga magandang tingnan kasi sa panahon ngayon, sila yung isa sa mga dapat prime movers natin aside from our frontliners who are making their ways para makapagpagaling, no, ng mga pasyente. So, shoutout na pala sa lahat ng mga health workers natin, frontliners na kahit ngayon pa lang burst yung numbers, ay tuloy-tuloy pa rin kayo sa paghihirap para masolve itong problema natin sa COVID. It's an ideal way to urge the government, pero as Filipino citizens, yun, maganda natin ipaglaban na tayo din may say para mas ma-improve. No? Hindi lang para magreklamo. Kasi at the end of the day, we are part of the political process. Kung nakikita ninyo na sa mga cities ninyo, parang hindi ata nasusuportan ng mga farmers, so urge them to buy their produce. At least kung may mga relief operations pa rin. At sabihan natin sila, uy, Mayor, baka naman pwedeng kayo na lang yung bumili ng mga produce. Kung walang existing na policies with that, pwede kayo mag-suggest. No? One of the good things that I think I did during this quarantine is to petition for the Laguna provincial government na sila na lang yung bumili ng mga produce ng mga farmers natin na Lagunense. Successfully, nakapaghili sila ng EO at nakita naman natin na sila ay nag-make din ng efforts sa iba't ibang bayan. Dami ko sinabi. Number 3 pa lang yun. Number 4, be responsible sa pagkain. Alam ko, cliche yun. Bawat butil ng palay mahalaga. At syempre, bawat pagkain ay mahalaga din. Sabihin na natin, hindi siya direct na nakakatulong. Pero the more that you save the food, kumbaga, mas nagiging valuable yung mga pagkain natin. At the same time, kung malalaman yun ng mga direct producers natin, kung ako yung tatanungin, parang ma-appreciate ko yun, ma-inspire ako na parang hindi nasasayang yung mga pinaghirapan. Kung kaya nyo magtipid ng pagkain or kung meron kayong mga tira-tira na leftovers sa pagkain, itago ninyo at gamitin ninyo sa susunod pa na kain or pagkakain. And lastly, maging engaged sa mga discussions and mga campaigns kasi parang ito na yung pamamaraan natin para mas ma-hone yung mga kaalaman natin na hindi natin na-imagine or hindi natin alam, ay hindi pala talaga din natin alam. So the more that you're engaged with campaigns like supporting farmers, like campaigns to help or urge the government na mas i-improve yung proseso para bilhin yung mga produce ng mga farmers, let yourself be involved with this. So sa parang ito, mas maintindihan natin na mahalaga ang agriculture, lalo na sa panahon ngayon. Yun, makinig lang sa paraan na yun, magiging malawak yung ating pag-iintindi sa mga bagay. Na hindi lang tayo magagalit na lumalabas sila dahil kasawal sila. O baka naman kasi may mas malaki pang issues doon, which includes yung access sa pagkain. The more you engage, the more you understand, the more you'd be doing the right things. Tama? Para hindi niyo makalimutan, meron akong acronym dyan. It's BSBBM. Buy straight from the farmers, simulan mag-produce ng sariling pagkain, bantayan at punan ng efforts ng government, be responsible sa pagkain, maging engaged sa mga discussions and campaigns about the food system. Okay, so ano naman yung masasabi ninyo? So share nyo naman dito sa ating comments. Maraming salamat sa ating lahat. Together, we will overcome and get through this pandemic. Tulong-tulong lang tayo, lalo na sa food system dahil sobrang halaga na meron tayong safe and involved. So that is all for today. For our next episode, ang gagawin natin ay 7 misconceptions about agriculturists and farmers. Excited na ba kayo? So that's all. Salamat. Like, comment, and subscribe. And click the bell button for more updates. So sabay-sabay nating iangat ang agrikultura ng Pilipinas. So this is Bart's Interno. Maraming salamat. Bye-bye.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat na nandito ngayon sa aming live stream. Okay, so meron ng 17 na nanonood, 3 o'clock na ba? So we still have 2 minutes before 3 o'clock. So guys, paki-invite na yung mga friends nyo, paki-share na yung link nitong ating webinar, Agriculture 2020, Fresh Insights and Techniques in Agriculture, presented by Dream Agritech, co-presented by 360PH and Anahaw Laguna. So andito ngayon kasama natin si Jim Cano. Jim, kamusta ka dyan sa lugar mo?
Okay lang, pose. We're fine.
Okay lang
during
ba
the
dyan?
lockdown.
Okay, guys. So we just want to thank everybody, for joining us today, for taking the time out of your afternoon to learn and to join us here on this webinar. So we're just waiting for 3 o'clock, kasi yung iba baka sinet yung time ng 3 o'clock and baka naman sabihin nila unfair kung mag-start na kami nang wala pa sa oras. And of course, inintay pa natin din yung isa nating kasama dito sa webinar. So, Jim, anong mga
Yes.
para sa iyo, bro, anong biggest introspection mo or reflection mo ngayong lockdown? Kumbaga, if you can sum it up in one word, this experience.
I think the two things that are most salient sa akin is one, well, as a country, we need to reflect about our food system.
Yes.
Kung paano natin pinaprioritize yung mga pinoproduce na crops, paano natin pinaprioritize ang research at ang logistics ng mga varieties natin. So, meron ding aspeto na how do we promote alternative staples to our countrymen, na kung kukulangin tayo ng bigas, worst case scenario, what are the other staples that we can eat, no? So we can learn to maybe eat kamote as a staple, or eat white corn na grounded. So parang yung ginagawa namin ng mga Bisaya sa Visayas and Mindanao region, we eat corn grits, no? Yung tinatawag nating parang mais na parang bigas, no? So it's an alternative.
Corn grits. Yeah. Okay.
So I think food system talaga, in general, we need to think about our food system.
That is true. And I think, yun nga, no? I think nagkaroon tayo ngayon ng bagong appreciation bigla sa food system natin. So,
True.
And yun guys, so now it's 3:01, about to turn 3:02. So welcome guys, welcome to Dream Agritech's first webinar. We hope that depending on the response and the feedback dito sa webinar na ito, we hope to turn this into a series. So this webinar is titled Agriculture 2020, Fresh Insights and Techniques in Agriculture. So yun, play on words. 2020, clear sight, and of course 2020 ngayon, ang ating pinakamamahal na taon. Okay, so this is presented by Dream Agritech, co-presented by 360pH and Anahaw Laguna. So, ayun, so Jim, can we just give a brief background about our respective companies? So, can you tell us more about, or tell us a little bit about 360pH?
Yeah, so basically 360pH is in the service of creating virtual tours for different businesses. So for example, you are a service-oriented business, or a business that engages with people face-to-face really. What 360pH does is to supplement that by offering virtual tours as a product or service that your company, your business can bring into your other marketing streams. So virtual tours allows the business to have a digital presence where your audience online can also be engaged even before they get to the site. So for example, kung meron kang farm, you can actually see the farm already even before getting to the farm. If you have a property that you want to develop into a farm or into any other things, then you can see the property or the area already, even without being there yet. So it actually somehow augments and supplements the face-to-face and physical activities of your business.
So that's that's great, using technological advancements in photography and just being able to see the site, being able to experience it in advance. Of course, we want the people to actually go to the sites na pinipicture natin.
Yes, of course.
All right. So
para siyang teaser.
Parang commercial, yeah. So do check out 360pH. So let me just pull up their website. Okay, so do check them out, 360ph.net. I think Jim will tell you more about 360pH in a little while. So sa amin naman, sa aking part, let me share about Dream Agritech. So Dream Agritech is a startup composed of different agriculturists from different fields of specializations. We want to be the one-stop shop for your agricultural knowledge needs. So our main products are farm plants. We also do field monitoring. We also offer farm management services and One of our services also is this one. We conduct customized seminars, webinars now. And of course, we also have our fifth core service, which is AgriWorks. It is a talent matching platform for agriculturists out there to find the right farm or the right business that needs their expertise. So do head on later to dreamagritech.com if you're interested and get in touch with us there, or you can also send us a message here on Facebook. So para sa mga audience natin, of course, mamaya sigurado marami kayong tanong, marami kayong gustong itanong sa amin ni Jim at ni Justin mamaya. So guys, one way you can do that is you can send your questions via the Slido app. The Slido website, I'm sorry, using the event code 25876. You can just type that and then send your questions there. So ito yung, let me just show an example kung ano yung itsura ng Slido. Ayan, may mga tanong na pala, guys. Bilis nyo ha. Okay, so let me just share that screen. Okay, so ayan. Meron ng mga nagtatanong, pwede bang mahingi yung link sa webinar? Okay, so hindi ko alam kung paano ko siya sasagutin ngayon. Kasi, but basically itong Slido, as you can see, meron siyang mga thumbs up dito sa kanyang right side. So para maiwasan din yung ulit-ulit na tanong, you can just thumb up yung question na parang feeling nyo, yun din naman yung itatanong nyo, so that it will also get our attention. So habang maraming thumbs up yan, umaangat yan dyan sa bar, and yun, mas makikita namin siya as the facilitators. Ayun, meron pala, not a question, to those asking for a link. Ayan, meron pala. Okay, thank you to Anonymous na nag-share nung link namin. Thank you for that assist. So ready na ba
You can
kayo,
also
guys?
go to Dream Agritech's Facebook page for the live stream itself.
Yes. And I think na-share na rin namin yan sa mga iba-iba pang Facebook groups and Facebook pages, no? So let's welcome the third man sa ating panel. Yes, sir!
Hello, guys. Hi.
Kamusta naman?
Yes.
Kamusta naman?
Masaya. Excited at saka Okay,
So guys, to those who are watching, paalala lang, this is live video. This is no way rehearsed. This is not taped. So, yun lang. Real time ito. So, if ever there happens to be an interruption sa internet or something unfortunate like that na mangyari, don't worry, we will restream right away dito sa Facebook page ng Dream Agritech. So, yun lang, para sa 113 na nanonood ngayon, pakiabangan na lang yun. Questions will be read and entertained after all the presentations have been done. Okay, guys? So, I think we are ready to start with the first topic of the day, which is my topic. Again, wait lang. Okay, let me share that screen. Okay. Hang on. So our first topic for today is principles of farm record keeping. So, didiscuss natin to, kung bakit siya importanteng part ng farming. So, marami sa atin, maraming nagfa-farm ngayon na hindi pinapractice itong gawain na ito. Marami sa atin ngayon ang nagfa-farm na walang farm records. So I hope that this topic will help those who are in the sector na ma-inspire and ma-encourage na gawin ito kasi kailangan ito, and i-discuss natin ngayon kung bakit natin siya kailangan. Okay, so what is farm record keeping? So para dun sa mga nagtatanong, ano nga ba yung farm record keeping? So a farm record is a document used to keep account of different activities, events, and material. So actually anything involved sa farming, pwede mong i-record from anong oras ka nagpunta sa farm until anong oras ka umuwi, from gaano katagal yung sunlight, gaano katagal yung ulan, gaano katagal nag-work yung mga laborers mo, gaano karaming fertilizers yung ginamit mo. All of these things can be used and can be recorded. So, yeah. Okay, so for the purposes of this webinar, we are going to separate farm records into two main types, which is the farm operations farm record. So a farm operations farm record is a log of everything related to farm function and operation. The depth and complexity of the record is determined by the type of farm and its size. So like it says on the second sentence, the depth of complexity, depende yan sa laki ng farm mo at depende kung anong uri ng farm meron ka. Kung monocropping, plantation type ba yan? So of course, nandyan yung mga ililista mo kung gaano karaming puno ka ng, for example, saging, meron ka. So para matrack mo kung namamatayan ka ba ng saging, kung gaano nakalaki yung nawawala sa iyong sagingan. And then also, kung integrated farm naman, so you have to include animals on the list. So there are also agri-learning sites and tourism sites. So meron na namang bagong data na kailangan i-record dito, like number of guests, number of ticket sales, number of sales ng food. So the farm operations record is determined by the farm and its size. So some examples are farm activity report. So ito yung mga daily activities sa farm, kung ano yung ginawa ng mga farm hands mo, ano yung ginawa ni farmer today, nagbungkal ba siya ng lupa, nagtanim ba siya, nagrepat ba siya. Farm use record, so ito naman yung utilization ng land. Gaano kalaking area yung tinaniman mo ng ampalaya, gaano kalaki yung area na tinaniman mo ng pechay. Yan. And then, of course, your current farm layout. So, as you go along sa farming journey mo, nag-iiba-iba yung farm layout depending on your market and depending on the needs ng farm mo. So, ayan, that is the farm operations record. So, second type, farm accounts naman. So, farm accounts is a record of all transactions, expenditures, and other matters related to finance. So, basta tungkol sa pera. This record goes into farm accounts. So, example niyan, sales record. So, yun, benta. Gaano kadami yung benta mo. And another example is your expenditure report. Gaano kalaki yung nagagastos mo every season, every year. So, yun yung farm accounts natin. So, there are two types, farm operations. So, this is all the activities. And then farm accounts. This is all matters related to money, finance. Ayan. So, bakit importante na magkahiwalay ang recording nito? Para unang-una, para hindi nahihirapan yung nagre-record. Kasi pag nilagay mo lang siya sa isang file or sa isang papel, baka malito yung naglilista. Pangalawa, para pag nawala yung isa, hindi nawala yung parehong record. So, of course, kailangan natin ng safekeeping nito, no? Kasi importante ang farm records. So, mahirap naman kung nawala na nga yung farm operations record mo, nawala pa yung farm accounts mo. So, let's keep them separate. And of course, there are things there na confidential, lalo na siguro sa farm accounts. So, kailangan separate yan for the security, of course, ng farmer. Okay. So, bakit ba? Why should I do farm record keeping? Bakit ko kailangang maglista ng mga ginagawa ko sa farm? So, para simple lang, let's call it the 3 E's, which is establishment of a pattern, economics, efficiency, and farm operations. Ulitin ko, establishment of a pattern, economics, and efficiency in farm operations. So let's start with establishment of a pattern. So pagdating sa risk management, sa area ng risk management, if a pattern is established and interpreted correctly, factors that negatively affect farm production, such as weather, pest incidents, and disease incidents can be mitigated with appropriate management practices. So, ayun ano guys, pag na-establish natin yung pattern, for example, kung kailan babagyo, kailan malakas ang ulan, kung kailan yung tamang pag-i-spray ng pesticide, depende sa reproductive cycle ng peste, kung kailan ba siya nanganganak, kung kailan siya dadami, kung kailan siya pinakamapanira. And pangatlo, yung pattern sa pagtama ng sakit. Anong date ba siya usually lumalabas? Anong panahon? Malamig ba? Umuulan ba? Anong stage ng growth ng plant or animal siya kadalasang tumatama? And yung disease pattern. So, iba-iba kasi ang disease patterns ng bacteria, viruses, and fungus. So, doon mo makikita, ma-assess mo kagad, makakagawa ka kagad ng paraan, may spray mo yung tamang gamot, makakagawa ka ng appropriate management practices para i-address yung problema. Depende sa, of course, pinapractice mong type of farming. No? Kung organic yan, of course, you don't use pesticides or synthetic chemicals. So you have your own management of diseases there and pests. So pag conventional naman, meron din yung sariling technique. Okay, so it reduces risk kasi hindi na tayo nag-estimate lang, hindi na tayo tumatansya lang, parang oops, may sakit yata or parang wala naman. So through the establishment of a pattern, may ma-identify natin kaagad kung and ma-address natin kaagad at the very start kung ano may yung problema. Okay, another reason why we should establish a pattern is for labor management. Labor management can be optimized. Establishment of a baseline data on farm operations can help farm managers assess if the farm labor force has improved or is experiencing a decline in their efficiency. So, ayun ano, labor management, isa yan sa pinakamalaking problema ng mga farmers natin. Mahirap nang kumuha ng labor ngayon, lalo na sa panahong to. Pero pag nakapag-record tayo kasi katulad ng magko-compute tayo kung ilang araw ba yung ginugugol nila. For example, sa pagtatabas ng damo. Pag ilang araw yung ginagamit nila sa pag-i-spray. Matatansya natin ngayon, makakapag-program tayo ahead of time. Makakatawag tayo sa mga kilala natin na farmer na kailangan ko ng tulong sa araw na ito, kailangan ko ng 3 tao, makakatawag kayo kaagad kasi alam nyo yung pattern. Alam nyo kung kailan kailangan ng tao. Tapos yun, makikita din natin kung yung efficiency nila, kung mabagal ba sila magtrabaho o mabilis. Kaya importante yung baseline data. Yung baseline data, yung pinakapanimulang data. Yun, kumbaga, yun yung magiging basehan nyo kung gaano, doon yung susukatin kung mabilis ba o mabagal yung takbo ng mga tao dun sa farm. And of course, pagka meron ka ng pattern sa labor, makakapag-set ka na ng goals, operational goals. Kailangan by 2 weeks tapos na ang pagtatabas. Kailangan by 2 weeks tapos na ang pag-aararo. Which can be included sa farm plan and yung mga calendar of operations mo. Okay. So that's for the first E, establishment of a pattern. The second E is now economics. So economics, of course, pera yan. So isa sa mga pinaka-importanting resources natin, ang pera. So one way na makaka-benefit ang mga farmers sa pagre-record ay through ito, sa mga example na ibibigay ko. Recording farm expenses like labor and inputs allows the farmers to see where he or she can save on. So for example, baka mamaya sobra yung tauhan mo, overstaffed ka for a particular activity. For example, magagamas ka lang ng damo. So kaya naman yun ng 5, pero ang inarkila mo 10 kasi yun yung nakasanayan mo. Pero dahil nag-establish ka ng record, makikita mo na, ay, kaya pala to ng 5 tao lang. So makakatipid ka na kagad. Doon pa lang, sa hakbang na yan. So input expenses can be scheduled. So makikita mo kung which time ka nagtatanim, pwede ka nang umorder ng fertilizers mo ahead of time. So baka makakuha ka ng mga discount. Or pagka kumuha ka ng madami, may discount din. Kasi alam mo na kung kailan mo siya gagamitin eh. Hindi mo na kailangan mag-imbak masyado kasi alam mo na yung eksaktong amount na kailangan mo para doon sa halaman mo or sa feeds naman para sa mga hayop mo. Okay, and then yun nga, second paragraph is growing schedules can also affect farmer income. Farmers can increase production during certain periods where the commodity that they produce might command a better price. So yun, pwede tayo mag-adjust, no? Depende sa dikta ng merkado. And isa ding benefit nito kasi pag may growing schedule ka, yun nga, dahil naglilista ka ng, alam mo na ngayon kung kailan maulan, kung kailan tatama ang mga bagyo, more or less. So maiiwasan mo na siya ngayon. Maiiwasan din natin yung surplus sa palengke or sa bagsakan kasi alam mo na pagdating ng buwan na ito, maraming nagtatanim ng ganitong prutas or ganitong gulay. Maraming manok ngayon, maraming baboy ngayon. So, pwede mo siyang gamitin to your favor, to your advantage. Okay? So, that's an economic benefit. And ito pa, loan applications. Ayan. Ito, mahalagang topic ito. Loan applications, crop animal insurance applications can be supplemented with farm records. This will help assessors determine the viability, the financial viability and creditworthiness of a farmer. It also reduces risks for financial institutions and for your corporate buyers and partners. So, ayun loan application, kasi pagka uutang ka, for example, sa isang cooperative or sa rural bank or sa dalawa nating government banks, DBP or Land Bank. So, kailangan nila, of course, trabaho nila na i-assess kung okay ba yung farm mo, kung kumikita ba yon kasi bangko sila. So, kailangan nila yung mga record nyo, record ng benta, record ng production para ma-assess nila yung mga account officers nila, ma-assess na mabuti or makapaggawa sila ng magandang study kung kayo ba ay pwedeng pahiramin or pwedeng makatanggap ng ayuda. So, mahalaga yung farm record dito. So, in-encourage ko lahat ng farmers na mag-record kasi hindi natin alam kung kailan natin siya magagamit. Para naman dun sa mga masyadong nahihirapan, I think pwede kayo magpatulong sa mga agriculturist. Pwede kayo magpatulong sa mga agricultural economist, agribusiness and management graduates na yan. And then, of course, pwede kayong sigurong dumulog sa tanggapan ng inyong municipal or city agriculturist. And of course, pwede kayong dumulog sa Dream Agritech. Ayan. Okay. So, ang pangatlong E natin, efficiency in farm operations. So, farm records allow farmers to make informed decisions on, number 1, input utilization and procurement. Number 2, farm tools and machine upkeep. Number 3, land utilization. And number 4, budgeting. So, dun sa unang point, input utilization and procurement. So, ito yung paggamit natin, halimbawa ng fertilizer at pesticide. So, marirecord natin ngayon kung nasusunod ba yung recommendation ng municipal agri or ng nasusunod ba natin yung recommendation dun sa seminar na attendan natin? Nasusunod ba yung mga nasa label ng pesticide, yung tamang dosage, yung tamang paghalo? Nasusunod ba natin yan? Pwede nating i-record kung tumalab ba yung gamot. Pag hindi, anong pwedeng pamalit? Anong mas mabisa? And of course, pag nilista natin kasi yung kung paano natin ginagamit ang mga pestisidyo at pataba, makaka-create tayo ng standard yung ating mga best practices na tinatawag, which will make farming easier kasi hindi ka na nanguhula ngayon. Alam mo na itong patabang ito, tumatalab to, pag nilagay ko siya after 30 days, pagkalipat ko sa field, yung mga ganyan. So, lahat ng yan, i-record natin yan. Kasi, pagka meron na kayong na-establish na record, madali na para sa inyo at sa mga susunod na magmamanage ng farm nyo, alam na nila yung technique, alam na nila kung paano yung gagawin. So, number 2, farm tools and machine upkeep. So, ito yung mga machines natin, yung mga hand tools natin. Halimbawa, sira na ba yung grass cutter natin? Ilang litro ba yung nakokonsumo niya sa isang araw? Gaano kalaki ang natatabasan sa bawat karga ng langis or ng gasolina ng mga grass cutter? So makikita natin doon kung kailangan na bang bumili ng bago. Kasi syempre pagka yung konsumo mo ng crudo or ng gasolina mas malaki na, paliit na ng paliit yung area na natatabasan mo, syempre ibig sabihin tumatanda na yung makina. So ano pa ba? Halimbawa, yung mga asarol natin, itak at pala. Ilang taon na ba yan? Ilang beses na ba natin tong hinasa? Ilang beses na ba natin tong ginamit? Saan ba natin to ginamit? So, ayan, mahalaga din na may record tayo niyan. Kasi lalo na dito sa mga itak, asarol at pala, no? Kasi importante nire-record natin yan, lalo na kapag merong sakit ang ating mga halaman. Kasi yung itak na ginamit mo dito sa, halimbawa, meron kang integrated farm na iba-ibang gulay ang tanim mo. Meron kang talong, tapos meron ka ring ampalaya. So pag ginamit mo yung itak mo sa may sakit na talong, tapos ginamit mo rin sa ampalaya, maaring magkahawaan ng sakit. O kaya baka meron silang common na peste. At least, dahil may record ka, matatrack mo kung saan nang galing yung sakit, kung saan nang galing yung peste, magagawan mo ngayon ng paraan. So number 3, land utilization. So ito naman yung kung paano natin ginagamit ang ating mga farm. Gaano kalaki ba yung taniman ko ngayon? Pwede ko pa bang lakihan? Or kailangan ko ba siyang bawasan? Ngayon, makakapag-compute din ako kung gaano kadami yung aanihin ko. And ano pa ba yung mga pwede ko ilagay? Pwede ba ako magdagdag ng hayop? Pwede ba ako magdagdag ng banyo dito? Pwede ba ako maglagay ng kubo dito o nanduyan dito? Tapos paano mapapagaan yung trabaho? So sa paggamit natin ng lupa, mayroon tinatawag na farm layout. So pag gumawa ka ng farm layout, pwede mo i-consider ngayon lahat ng ito. Dahil may record ka, makikita mo na halimbawa lang ito, si farmer, kailangan niyang magbanyo, kaya lang yung banyo niya, nandun pa sa kanila. So uuwi pa siya. So maglalakad siyang 10 minutes papunta sa kanila, at maglalakad siyang 10 minutes ulit pabalik sa farm. So nawalan siya ng 20 minutes. So ngayon, madedetermine mo ngayon, dahil may record ka na umalis siya, madedetermine mo ngayon kung gaano karaming oras sa isang araw ang nawawala dahil lang kailangan niya magbanyong. Ngayon, makakapag-desisyon ka na kailangan ko na maglagay ng banyo sa farm para hindi ganon kalaking oras yung nawawala at para hindi rin napapagod yung farmer ko. Okay, and lastly, of course, budgeting, no? Cost estimates, kung gaano kalaki ang magagastos mo sa isang season. Halimbawa, ng pagpapalay, ayan, matatansya mo na ngayon. And titingnan din yan, of course, kung hihiram ka sa isang cooperative, rural bank, titingnan din nila yung record na yan. Profit estimate, yan, mahalaga yan. And of course, dahil may record ka nung kinikita mo, maaari ka ngayon magtabi ng pangkapital mo sa susunod na season. Yung rollover capital mo. May record ka na ngayon. Ayan. And ayun, recording farm activity. Okay, so punta na tayo dito sa next next section ng efficiency or ng ano ba yung efficiency Tagalog? Di ko alam eh. Yun, no? So recording farm activities can help reduce production inefficiencies and also reduce production and financial losses. So yun, dahil dito sa mga records na gagawin natin, maaari mo nang ma-estima kung ano yung mga dapat mong gawin para mag-improve yung farm mo. Paano mo mapapagaan ang trabaho, paano mo mapapabilis ang trabaho, paano makakatipid. Kumbaga, mapagsasama-sama mo lahat ng datos mo at makakapag-come up ka or makakapagsulat ka or may isip mo kung paano gagawing mas maayos yung patakbo sa farm. Bibigyan ko kayo ng mga halimbawa. Isa sa mga halimbawa ay integrated pest management. So ano ba yung integrated pest management? So ito ay isang science-based approach na maraming technique na pinaghahalo-halo. So kasama dyan yung pag-aaral ng life cycle ng mga insekto, kung paano ba yung kilos ng insekto sa environment. Ayan. So nandyan lahat yan. Nandyan sa IPM yung kailangan mo para mapuksa mo or ma-manage mo yung mga peste mo ng mas maayos. So kailangan natin yung farm records dito. Crucial yung mga record nyo. Kasi makikita nyo ngayon kung kayo yung araw-araw na nagpupunta sa field, makikita nyo kung meron na bang mga itlog or meron na bang mga uod dun sa mga tanim ninyo. So pwede nyo na yung ilista. And then makikita nyo kung after ilang weeks or after ilang days lumalabas itong mga peste na ito, no, or sakit. So mamamanage nyo na ngayon yan. So alam nyo na, dahil alam nyo na kung halimbawa, alam nyo na after 2 weeks lumalabas na yung mga uod, so alam nyo na yung action na kailangan yung gawin. So merong 5 kailangan gawin para makapagpatupad ng maayos na integrated pest management. Ano? Yun, unang-una, yung sinasabi ko, identify, kailangan yung kilalanin kung ano yung peste nyo at i-monitor. Tapos yan, i-evaluate nyo, nakakasira na ba yung peste sa halaman ko? Anong kailangan kong gawin? Tapos, gaano kadaming peste yung naapektuhan na yung ani ko? Ayan. So, lahat yan, ililista nyo yan. Kaya importante ang farm recording. Tapos, number 3, of course, gagawa ka na ngayon ng mga preventative measures tulad ng pagtatanim ng mga resistant na breed or magtatanim ka ng mas maaga kasi nga alam mo na ito yung schedule ng peste. So, baka pwede mong iisod yung pagtatanim mo para hindi kayo magpanagpo sa field. Rotating crops, so pagpapalit-palit ng mga crops na nakatanim doon sa field na yon. And using physical barriers, sanitation, etc. No? And then of course, you can perform yun nga actions na yan. Ito na yung mga pest control natin, either organic or conventional. And of course, continuously monitoring lang. So of course, pagkatapos nyo mag-record nung simula, pagpapatuloy nyo pa rin yung pagre-record nyo kasi kailangan nyo malaman kung nag-improve ba or kung gumanda ba yung lagay ng mga halaman ninyo. Okay. So, bago ako magpatuloy dun sa last ko na slide, tingnan muna natin yung mga comments ng mga nanonood ngayon sa stream. Baka sabihin naman nila kasi dire-diretso lang ako nagsasalita dito. Jim, nandyan ka pa ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, ayan merong mga audience tayo. So, i-recognize lang natin from si Ma'am Romanita watching from Bautista, Pangasinan. Hello po sa inyo. Welcome po sa Dream Agritech webinar na ito. Ito naman si Sir Romel watching from Moncada, Tarlac. Ayan, hello. Ito, dati kong classmate to, si Janine. Very informative daw. Thank you, Janine. Thank you naman sa comment na yan. And may bumabati sa inyo, Jim, si Kalay Conde. Pakibasa naman, Jim, yung kanyang comment.
Thanks, Jim and Bards. Great initiatives. Need to multiply. Thanks, Kalay.
Ayan, okay. So,
meron ding taga Davao na nanonood, bro.
Wow, Davao. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. So, guys, keep sending your comments, keep sending your questions. Either through Slido, paalala lang yung Slido natin, mga kaibigan. You can send your questions through the Slido app and the Slido website, and also through the comment section dito sa Facebook Live natin. All right, so tuloy ko na yung aking presentation. Okay, wait lang, nawala. Napaitan. Yan. Okay, so nandito pa rin tayo sa efficiency in farm operations. So let's go. Ayan, farm inventory. Napakahalaga niyang farm inventory na yan. So, farm inventory. Saan na yung notes ko dyan? Ayan. So, ito, yung farm inventory natin, hindi lang ito yung mga hayop or yung mga number ng halaman natin sa field. So, kasama din dito yung mga tools na ginagamit natin, katulad ng nasa picture. So, by keeping a record of these things, malalaman natin kung sino ba yung gumagamit, kung kanino ba naka-assign yung pala, sino bang gumagamit niyan. Malalaman din natin kung gaano kadalas siya ginagamit. So, malalaman natin kung kailangan na ba siyang palitan anytime soon. And then of course, yung paggamit ng fertilizer and pesticide. Kung meron kayong, kung binigyan kayo ng agriculturist ng isang fertilizer recommendation or yung tamang dosage ng paggamit ng fertilizer para sa bilang ng halaman na itinanim nyo or tamang pakain, tamang ratio ng feed. So through the record, malalaman nyo kung may sapat pa ba kayong stock or kung meron bang mga losses na nai-incur or kung meron bang nababawasan yung inyong supply na hindi naman dapat nababawasan. So makikita niyo yun dyan dahil meron kayong record. So yun lang, napaka-importante ng farm records. And of course, last example ko is yung sa production. So production records combined with projection computations can help the farmer assess production levels for marketing purposes. So, ayan. Lalo na ngayon sa panahon ngayon, mahirap maka-access sa tamang merkado, mahirap maka-access sa magandang presyo. Kung meron kayong records ng production, pwede na kayong pumasok or mas i-welcome kayo sa mundo ng contract growing. Ayan, no? Pwede mo kasing ipakita dun sa kakontrata mo bilang katibayan kung gaano ba kadami yung kayang i-produce ng lupa mo dahil doon sa record na meron ka. Pwede ka ring pumasok sa commodities commodities trading. So pwede kang makipagpalitan ng goods. And of course, yung production level mo, makakompute mo kasi yung income mo. So yung income mo naman na gagamitin mong budget para sa next planting season, pwede mo na siyang makompute gamit yung production records mo. So pwede mo nang i-upgrade yung farm mo, pwede ka nang bumili ng bagong traktora dahil meron ka ng projected harvest, alam mo na kung gaano kalaki aanihin mo, pwede ka nang umorder ngayon nung traktora na gusto mo. And of course, magagamit din yung projections na yan sa online marketing. Usong-uso ngayon, napakadaming online marketing platform ngayon, lalo na sa agriculture, no? Yung mga vegetables natin, given this pandemic, ang dami ng websites ngayon or apps na pwede ka na magpa-deliver ng gulay diretso sa consumers, ano? And yon, kung meron ka kasing farm record, kung meron kang production record, mas madali ito ngayon para dun sa mga nagmamanage ng app na alam nila na meron ka pang aanihin o meron ka pang ine-expect na aanihin. Mas madali, mas makagaan naman sa trabaho nila yon kasi alam nilang may maaasahan silang ani mula sa inyong farm. So, napakalawak, napakaraming saklaw ng farm record keeping, napakaraming examples ng uri ng farm record. Pero hinati lang muna natin sa dalawa ngayon kasi kung hihimayin natin yun isa-isa, bawat uri ng farm record na aabutin tayo ng 6 p.m. dito. So, ayun ano. So, paano ko ba yun gagawin? So, kung kanina merong 3 E ng kung bakit mo siya kailangan gawin, ito naman may 3 S. Kung paano mo siya gagawin. Una, simple. So, kailangan magsimula ka lang sa isang bagay na simple, lalo na kung bago ka pa lang natututo mag-record. So, magsimula ka lang sa simpleng bagay na madaling i-record. Usually, masasagot, isa itong sagot sa simpleng tanong. Halimbawa, umulan ba ngayon? Gaano kadaming fertilizer yung ginamit ko? Gaano kadami yung na-harvest ko this week? Ilang tao yung pumasok ngayon? So, yung mga ganon. So, pwede kayo magsimula sa isang simple na record para lang masanay muna kayo, ma-practice kayo sa pagre-record. Hanggang sa makita nyo na kailangan nyo pa ng dagdag na impormasyon, kailangan nyo pa ng dagdag na datos, ayan na. Tapos lalaki na ng lalaki yung farm record ninyo. So, start simple muna. Simple muna ang i-record natin. Unang S yan, simple. Pangalawa, safe. So, please, keep your data safe. Maganda kung meron kayong multiple copies ng data ninyo, no? So, kung meron kayong isang notebook para sa, yun nga, farm operations, meron din kayo isang notebook para sa farm accounts. Mas maganda kung dodoblehin nyo yung kopya para pag nawala yung isa, meron pa kayong back. Pangalawa, place it in an area easily accessible to you, but secure from the rest. So, madali mong makukuha, madali mong ma-access, pero mahirap makuha ng ibang tao, lalo na yung mga wala namang kinalaman sa farm mo. And pangatlo, gumamit kayo ng different types of data storage. So ayan, pwede nyo ilista sa notebook, pwede nyo ilagay sa cellphone ninyo, pwede nyo ilagay sa laptop ninyo, pwede nyo ipalista sa mga anak ninyo, pamangkin, yung mga marunong gumamit ng cellphone or laptop. Kung hindi man po kayo marunong, pwede yan. Mahalaga merong pinagkaiba. Kasi yun nga po, pinaka-ano lang nito ay kailangan safe yung data nyo, kailangan may backup. Kasi pag nawala yung lista nyo, kailangan nyo na namang ulitin. Kailangan nyo na namang ulitin yung data. Paano po kung nagko-collecta na kayo ng record for about a year or baka mas mahirap, lalo na kung 5 years na yung data nyo. So, kailangan safe. And lastly, kailangan ng pangatlong S, sipag. Kailangan be diligent and be consistent in recording. Incomplete data patterns might lead you to repeat the recording. So yun nga yung sinasabi ko. Kailangan lang masanay muna kayo, kailangan muna ma-practice kayo sa pagtatala, sa pagpa-farm record. Kasi pagka kulang or pag meron kayong na-skip na data, kunyari, hindi kayo nag-record ng 1 linggo o kaya 3 araw, tapos yun yung mga araw na tumama yung peste o yun yung araw na tumama yung bagyo, hindi nyo siya may ililista and yung datos nyo, yung lista nyo ay kulang. So yun, kailangan ng pangatlong S, sipag. At yun nga, for multiple data input, always check the integrity of the data. Check nyo kung tama ba yung nilagay na datos ng mga naglilista, kung tama ba yung bilang, tama ba yung spelling, kasi minsan baka sa spelling pa magkatalo eh. Baka yung ulan, ulam, ganun. Baka malito pa. So check nyo lang na mabuti kasi lalo na pag malawak na yung datos na kinokolekta nyo, isang pagkakamali lang, mahihirapan kayong backtrack yan. Lalo na kung taon na yung binibilang ng data nyo. No? Tapos meron kayong kailangan i-review na 1 year ago or 2 years ago. Tapos merong wrong na may maling entry, may maling pag-encode. Nako po, mahihirapan kayo. So always check the integrity of your data. So yun, doon nagtatapos ang aking presentation po. Maraming salamat. You can, of course, please, makakontakt nyo kami dito sa mga paraan na ito, contact@dreamagritech.com kung may email kayo. And then sa Facebook, alam nyo na yan. Meron din kami Twitter at Instagram @Dream Agritech. So please do follow us there. Of course, doon din kami mag-update for our next webinars. All right. So, Jim. Okay, papusukin natin si Jim tsaka si...
Hello.
Hello. Anong insights nyo sa farm recording? Paki-share naman.
Yun, very informative. Like what yung mga tao nagsasabi sa comment thread, no, very informative. I think isa yan sa pinaka-basic na practice dapat ginagawa ng bawat farmer. Hindi lang yung mga malalaking farms, kahit kung nagba-backyard gardening ka or yung may small scale farm ka, may diversified farm ka, maganda siya na practice kasi matitrace mo yung activities na ginagawa mo, makikita mo yung matitrace mo yung mga ginagawa mo as a person practicing agriculture. And I think that helps even feed or at least advise you or give you insight kung paano mo ba ma-improve yung next cropping mo, at saka yung mga future expenses. Ano bang pwede pang i-minimize yung cost? Saan pa ba makakatipid so that, you can be efficient as what you were saying? Yun, very important yung mga yan.
Okay, Bards, anything to add on what...
Parang gusto ko lang i-emphasize yung importance na meron ka talagang mechanism para mabalik-balikan mo kung I mean from yung idea na makita mo na de-develop talaga yung farm mo sa siyempre farm level na kapag meron kang gustong baguhin or gustong i-trace, at least nandun siya. So I think it's high time na hindi talaga dapat ng kalimutan, no? Talagang dapat mag-farm record whether you're a smallholder farmer, small scale farmer, medium or large, no? Farm record keeping is very important.
Yes, and yun nga, no? Tulad ng binanggit ko kanina, hindi naman kailangan komplikado sa simula. Lalo na
Yes.
kung first time yung nagpa-farm record, pwede namang simple muna. Start simple. Keep it simple, keep it safe. And yun, sipag, please. Yan, kailangan natin yan sa pagpa-farm record. Okay, so next up sa ating webinar. Okay, kailangan, may kodigo kasi ako dito kasi medyo mahaba itong introduction na ito. Okay guys, so wait lang. Konting lang po, humingi lang po kami ng konting pasensya dito, no? Kasi first time namin itong gagawin and so kami din yung nagde-direct, kami din yung co-produce. So,
Anyways, yun, i-remind ko lang yung audience na if you have more questions, use the Slido stream with the event code 25876. Mamaya, babalikan namin yung mga
yes.
most requested questions. So,
Yes.
upvote or like yung mga questions na existing and kung ano yung tingin ninyong very relevant in this webinar. Ayan.
Ika nga sa comment section dito sa Facebook mo, paki-up.
Up pala.
Dami din nating viewers from around the country, no? Nang tiningnan ko yung comment thread, mayroon from Pangasinan, from Davao, from Sorsogon, from Quezon.
Ay, thank you.
Tarlac,
Acknowledge natin sila mamaya.
Yun, ang dami.
Acknowledge natin pagdating ng Q&A natin, yes. So,
balikan natin yung mga sino-sino yung mga, nag-review.
Okay. Alright, thank you, Jim. So, ngayon, ang susunod naman natin na magpe-present. Alright, so Jim is a licensed agriculturist and licensed real estate broker who finished BS Agriculture, majoring in agricultural systems from UP Los Baños. He's currently a teaching associate at UPLB and taking up his master's in development management and governance. Outside the academic space, Jim is both a policy advocate and entrepreneur. As the country representative for YPART Philippines, he actively advocates for strengthening of youth engagement in agriculture at the national and international levels, especially with the United Nations food agencies. As an entrepreneur, his most recent business is 360PH, which focuses on creating virtual tours which allow businesses to strengthen their digital presence by bringing their audience to an immersive experience. He is also the head of agricultural operations for Dream Agritech. Let's welcome Jim Cano. Hello, Jim.
Hey, hello. Thank you, Dax. Thank you, Justin.
All right,
so usapan to ngayon.
All right, so do we go ahead to your presentation or do you want to say something first to the audience before we proceed?
Sige, okay na. I think let's not keep them waiting.
Okay, all right. So, just bro, cue me for the next slide. Let's let me know.
Okay, sige. Thank you. Sige, pasok na tayo sa next slide.
Okay.
All right. So basically, 360PH, from the name itself, is basically the use of 360 photography, no, for virtual tours. So, bakit virtual tours? If you can see on the slide, normally, pag photos kasi, it's very framed yung perspective natin. So, if we look at a photo of a farm, for example, or you go to a farm, let's say, for example, let's put a hypothetical situation na ikaw ay isang weekend farmer or hobby farmer na may lupa sa probinsya, no? So you go to your farm on the weekends and then pipicturean mo yung itsura ng property na gusto mo i-develop. So very focused siya sa isang perspective lang. Say for example, if you're looking at the farm from only the entrance, you can only see whatever your photo sees or what your camera captures. Whereas bakit virtual tours? The virtual tours allows clients, yourself maybe, or other people that you want to show, you can show them the whole property, and you can choose the perspective and the facilities, or even the perspective from the site's operations, depending on how they view the virtual tour. So it can be it can be seen as a walkthrough, a digital walkthrough. So yung itong virtual tours ngayon, hindi naman siya bago lang. It's been there. A very big example of virtual tours is basically Google Street Map or Google Street View rather, no? If you go to Google Street View, you can basically see the different highways and national roads of different major cities or countries or even in the remote areas. The difference being the virtual tours that 360ph offers is it can go into your specific site of operations, whether your farm tourism site, or your business. No? So, next slide, sir. So if you look at the virtual tour use cases, you actually see there's a lot of applications to where you can use virtual tours. Because of this webinar, I highlighted the use of farm or ecotourism sites. No? Yung mga site natin na farms, gusto natin i-develop, or especially if we want to venture into farm tourism, the virtual tours would be very essential. I mean, especially now, titingnan natin yung sitwasyon ng pandemic, makikita natin na lahat ng tao naka-lockdown sa bahay nila. Yung iba, gustong-gusto na nilang lumabas. And one way for us to go outside, quote-unquote, digitally, is if you have a virtual tour of your farm tourism, you can still showcase your farm to people outside of your farm through a virtual tour that can be embedded in your website. No? So, yun. So, madaming use cases. It can be used for hotels, resorts, tourist destinations, Airbnb, museums, gyms, spas, wellness centers. But for this very webinar, we're going to focus on how it can aid in farm planning, no? And farm tourism digital presence. Okay, next slide. So if you see, pinapakita ko lang anong features ng virtual tour. Before I go in further, you can go to 360ph.net. Meron po tayong mga sample tours doon para makita nyo kung ano, para ma-experience nyo rin talaga ano ang virtual tour. So ito, snapshot lang to from the virtual tour. Mamaya pakita po tayo ng sample later. But here, if you see this picture here, these are what we call hotspots, no? Itong mga puting buttons na to, hotspots na yan. So when you click those hotspots inside the tour, mapupunta ka dun sa specific location na yon. So I hope you can take the time to go to 360ph.net. You can see some of our sample virtual tours. So ganun po ang mangyari sa virtual tour. Merong hotspots that can bring your audience to different areas of your site or your farm. Okay. Next slide po. We can put interactive cards. So here, this is an example of my friend's farm tourism site in Cebu. It's actually a farm resort in the mountain. It's called Lava Mountain River Farm. So I shot a virtual tour for them. You can see that in this virtual tour, dun pa lang sa letter I, can you go to the previous slide, bro? No. Can you go to the previous slide, Dax? Yung interactive card, kung makita nyo yung letter I po, that's basically an interactive card. So if you click on letter I, the next slide would actually show you what the card looks like basically. Next slide na tayo, bro. So the interactive cards basically show you these things na may information kang gusto ipakita, may brief insight, may explainer, you can put it there. Dito din sa interactive cards, you can embed media. So like photos, videos, pwede natin siyang i-embed dun sa interactive card within the virtual tour. So next slide po. So ito po yung mga sample na supported media types for your interactive cards. Meron tayong videos, may maps, may media player, may social media post, street view, 3D space, may 3D object ka bang gusto ilagay, may widget kang gusto na for reservations for your farm tourism site, you can put it there. Also, you can put an interactive demo. So if you were here at the start of the virtual of the webinar, we featured our colleague, si Justin had his vlog being featured. So you can actually embed vlogs also into your virtual tour. So say for example, you're teaching something about how to do enhanced potting preparations, no? Like what Justin has in one of his vlogs. you can embed that in a virtual tour. If you want to teach about farm record keeping, you can embed that into the virtual tour as well. So meron po tayong mga avenue for us to embed different types of media through the use of interactive cards. Okay, next po. Okay. So again, if you see yung nasa upper left po ay letter I, that's an interactive card. And if we go to the next slide, please, you can see that if you click that, it will bring you to this picture. So you can actually do that na may photos na naka-embed dun sa virtual tour of a specific area that you want to feature. But it's not necessarily maybe, you know, something that hindi siya masyadong kita sa virtual tour. You want to highlight it, then you can put a close-up photo of that specific view or object into your virtual tour. Okay, next slide. Next slide, please. Yeah. And then we can also do privacy settings for your virtual tour. So if you want your virtual tour to be accessed everywhere, you can make it public. Unlisted being, you can hide it, but then it's still accessible for people who have links. You can password protect it if you only want family and friends to see it, or it can be private just for you if you want to do it as a virtual tour that helps you in farm planning. No. Okay, next slide. And also here you can see yung virtual tours po can be embedded and shared. You can use Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit, or even snapshot. No, you can take snapshots of the virtual tour, and then you can embed. If you see the lower part, pwede po natin siyang ilagay, i-embed natin siya as JavaScript, as HTML, or as a link, simple link, dun sa kung saan man nyo gusto, sa social media account nyo ba, or sa website nyo. So it can be embedded into your website or your social media accounts. So marami po tayong options for the virtual tour to be shared to family, friends, and target market or audience. No? So I think this is the end of the more of the description or presentation about what virtual tours are. I think the best way to show you what virtual tours really is all about is to show you a video of an interface dun sa virtual tour mismo. So Dax, can you please show the video? I'll be speaking through the video, no, when I'm pag piniplay na ni Dax to. Okay. So meanwhile, while Dax is setting up the video for the sample virtual tours, what you'll see, if you were able to hear the past few slides, baka may mga nagtatanong, I can't see the comments right now, baka may nagtatanong na bakit kailangan namin ng virtual tour. Una-una sa lahat, makikita natin importante sa panahon na to na you see that there's a pandemic, everybody's in lockdown. People are now seeing the value of digital tools, no? So the virtual tour is basically one of the tools that can help your farm or farm enterprise boost engagement. And it's not only para pa ma-feature lang or ma-viral, but pwede rin natin siyang gamitin to actually tease target market or target audience to go to your farm eventually. Okay, so we have the video now.
Ready?
Sige, Dax, can you please play it? Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Okay, so this is a sample of a virtual tour of one of my clients. This is a farm. Sorry for that. You can see, naka-fast forward lang po siya, but this is basically a virtual tour, an aerial virtual tour of this site. No? You can see yung may mga hotspots na black, din po yung different areas ng farm. So you can zoom in and you can see those are dragon fruits. Yung banana naka-line up dun sa may pwedeng daanan. Yung coconuts nandun sa isang side. Dito sa kabilang side, may ibang coconuts din. And then meron ding mga ginogrow na guyabano, may mga lansones din na spread out. So if you're a new, if you're wanting to venture into farming but you still haven't really had an idea of paano mo siya i-develop, an aerial virtual tour could also help you look at your site and see, dito ko gusto ilagay itong area na to na medyo bakante, pwede dyan ko ilagay yung shed ko, or yung sinabi ni Dax kanina na malayo yung banyo, no, and then you're out in the farm. So baka gusto mo maglagay ng outpost ng CR, you know, na very importante, or kung ano mang gusto mo ilagay, may shed ka, if you want to rest up, you can put it somewhere there. So you can see the whole farm, and you can see, okay, dito yung entrance, dito yung papunta doon. And in a way, for farm tourism sites, this can also be a way for you to tell your, to boost your engagement with the audience and say that this is where our farm is from the national road. No? This is another property na from the aerial, you can go down into a ground virtual tour. So now you can see ito yung daanan going into the site or the property, no? And you can go in, as in literally go into the property. So you can walk around and you can see different sites. So here I'm taking you through the back end, maybe, and going back into the interior part of the property. So you can see this is a property that's about to be developed into a small time farm. It can also be, I understand the owner is also thinking about selling it. So ito yung pwede, yung virtual tour allows the owner to showcase the property, no? So pwede siyang makikita mo yung around the site. Okay, so itong mga hotspots, these are areas that you can go to. So pupunta ka dito sa side na to, makikita mo ano ang terrain dito sa lugar na to. Ano ang type of, maybe you can see very rocky yung part na to, no? So that makes you think, anong pwede gawin? This is quite rocky, this is sloping terrain, and then you can see also this part is going to the beach side na, and if you go further, you can see na papunta sa dagat yung ibang hotspots, which allows the viewer to basically literally go around the property, no? So ito ang maganda sa virtual tours kasi you allow people na wala sa bansa na kung saan yung property mo, it allows them to see the property in full perspective and full view, literally bringing them to an immersive experience. So if we fast forward to the through the video, I think this is going towards the end na, no? Yeah, so you can see there's an interactive card at the end. And then it goes back to the area, and you can see na i-click ko yung photo and then nag-load yung photo doon. That's what we said kanina, yung interactive card, naka-embed siya doon sa letter I na yun. And then you can see basically that the ground virtual tour can be linked to an aerial virtual tour in itself. So this one basically gives you a panorama of what the area is, where the area is, and how it looks like from the area, going to the site itself, going to the ground. So you can see ano ba ang konteksto ng property or farm mo. So I think that ends the sample virtual tour. Now, it really brings us to the question of how then can virtual tours help farm owners, no? I think the biggest example is if you're really yung example ko yung property na last na nakita niyo na. It's an area, it's basically a property belonging to a friend na a family friend na yung property na yon is being sold or is being considered to be developed as a backyard farm. So because hindi pa alam ko ano ba talaga ang gagawin dun sa property na yon, the virtual tour allows him to see the whole property and also share it maybe with an architect if kailangan man tayuan ng structure, pwedeng magpa-design ng structure based dun sa virtual tour na yon. So you have a place of 1 hectare or even bigger, 3 hectares, no? So dun sa previous, yung first example, you can see that the farm is about maybe 5 hectares. You can go around the farm in 10 minutes without having to walk around it. Gets? So the aerial virtual tour allows you to go through the farm, think and plan kung paano siya ma-develop. Anong area, anong section na pwede ko lagyan ng coconuts, anong section lagyan ko ng dragon fruit, anong section na pwede kong lagyan ng mga banana. Pag nakita mo from the aerial view and then you can see the whole thing, pwede mo rin pag-isipan, okay, dito pala pwede siyang i-connect na, okay, pwede siyang diversified farm dito sa part na to na pwede mag-intercrop. In between the coconuts, pwede ka pala maglagay ng mga annual crops, mga vegetable crops, no, in between, or you can put pineapple depending on the context. So basically, it helps the farm operations in terms of planning, and also it helps the farm tourism sites boost. So the way we're positioning virtual tours as a service to other businesses is, kung ikaw ay isang farm tourism site, pwede mo actually i-contract yung paggawa ng virtual tour para yung mga target audience mo pwedeng pumunta sa farm mo even from the computer or the cellphone pa lang, no? And then, lalong maengganyo yung mga tao na, ay, ang ganda palang puntahan itong mga to because ganito na yung itsura, ganito yung pwedeng matutunan. So, if you're a learning site, say for example, you're an API accredited learning site, pwede mong lagyan ng snippets na ano bang mga lessons nilalagay mo. We can embed the lessons there. We can embed some demos into the virtual tour. So, dun pwede natin ilagay yung mga embedded na mga media like videos of you speaking about what you're teaching on the farm. So, yun ang mga magandang example. And I think this is a way for us to future-proof your business, your farm operations, or your farm enterprise. Ma-future-proof kasi, for example, ikaw si weekend farmer. Balik tayo sa example na ikaw ay isang weekend farmer, hobby farmer, taga city ka, meron kayong lupa ng pamilya nyo sa probinsya na pwede nyo mapuntahan 3 hours drive, 2 hours drive, or commute ba, pauwi kayo doon. Pipicturean natin virtual tour, no? You can bring the virtual tour to your family and say, oh, ito na itsura ng farm. And then you can plan. If those other family members interested na tumulong na, uy, pwede ba natin lagyan dito ng ganyan? It helps you think about, and it helps starts sparking that interest of or ideas na ano bang pwedeng gawin dun sa farm. Gusto ba natin maging farm tourism site na may pool siya? Or gusto lang natin na basically nature escape yung dating ng farm, no? Na very embedded, quote-unquote, in nature yung farm tourism site na i-preserve as much as possible na, okay, itong puno na to, wag tanggalin ha, kasi pag tingnan natin yung buong lugar, nagdadala siya ng nature feel, mas nature feel gawa nitong malaking puno na to. So let's not take it out. So we can build around it, or we can build along or develop according to the terrain of the site. So those are things that helps farm owners, farm enterprises, farm tourism sites boost and future-proof yung mga operations nila because merong mga virtual tour na embedded. Another thing before I end, no, yung virtual tours po natin, they are virtual reality glasses ready. Ibig sabihin, kung kayo ay may mga virtual goggles, VR goggles, virtual reality goggles, VR headsets, pwede natin ma-view yung virtual tours using that. So, mas immersive yung experience ng mga virtual tours. So, if you go to the website, 360ph.net, meron pong, if you're using your cell phone, meron po tayong mga button makikita na VR yung itsura, virtual reality. Pag click nyo yun, lalabas yung maging virtual VR ready yung tours. You can load your cell phone into your VR goggles. So, pwede nyo panoorin yung mga virtual tours as if you're really in there. No? Parang kayo talaga mismo naglalakad inside the property, para kayong lumilipad over the property. So, parang ganun yung feel. Very immersive yung experience. And it's something new, somehow, maybe to agriculture. It's very used, the virtual tours concept is very used in hotels, spas, businesses, and gyms, other restaurants maybe, but medyo hindi pa ganun napipick up sa agriculture. And as an advocate of agriculture, along with the whole team of Dream Agritech, one of the things that we really want to push for is how do we future-proof your farm enterprise? So ito, isa sa mga paraan na pwede nating maging prepared yung farm enterprise natin for the future, where na-engage na natin yung audience online through the virtual tours. So you can have a virtual tour made and you can actually share it with friends. Lastly, before I give back the screen to Dax, no, is that one aspect that can also be done if you have the resources, you want to do it, you want to have a virtual tour made, you can actually have a virtual tour bago pa na-develop yung farm para meron kayong baseline. And then through the phases of development ng farm nyo, pwede natin i-shoot ulit, same locations, same area ng hotspots, and then we can see paano nag-i-evolve yung farm. I think that's one of the beauties of the virtual tour also. It can be done that way na makikita nyo paano nag-progress yung farm. From this part, maybe you can make a virtual tour for 2019, for 2020. Anong itsura ng farm? And then it can be used to plan further or think, okay, baka mas maganda yung iteration ko last year. Pwedeng kopyahin ko na lang ulit yon. And then, this can be added to the farm record keeping that Dax was talking about. You can go back to the virtual tour and say, okay, this is what we did last year. Maybe this aspect or this section of the farm worked best. We can copy that and then just do it again. And then the other sections we can improve on. So I think those are things that can be done for farm and farm enterprises, farm tourism sites. So you can contact me at jim@360ph.net and also go visit the website 360ph.net. This service is also being offered with Dream Agritech. So if you also engage the services in the future ng Dream Agritech, pwede rin siyang isama na natin doon sa one of the services that we can offer to help you in your farm enterprise.
All right, bro. Thank you for that very, very informative talk. Parang gusto ko tuloy mag-virtual tour mamaya after nitong webinar na to. Parang gusto kong bisitahin yung 360ph na yan. Parang ganun kasi parang lalo na sa atin yung mga yung mga nature lover and gustong-gusto nang lumabas but hindi pwede, no. So I think the next best thing naka-lockdown tayo. So I think the next best thing that we can do is head on to 360ph.net. Tama ba, bro?
Yes.
And tour muna kayo doon. So baka habang nagkakape kayo, pwedeng tumabi kayo doon sa monitor ng PC nyo, no? Para kunwari nasa farm kayo, di ba? Pa-picture na lang muna kayo.
Mag-selfie kayo doon.
Mag-selfie kayo doon, di ba? Pwede yun. But on a more serious note, I think lalo na sa perspective ng Dream Agritech, no, and one of our core services, which is farm planning, it was very, very useful. It's such a great tool that you can use to plan your farm out and see if there are areas that are for improvement or compare and contrast yung picture 1 year ago to how it is right now, and you can see the progress, and it also ties up with your farm record. Syempre, kung meron kang 360 photo, that is a type of farm record. So
yes.
I think it is very such a awesome tool. Bards, anything you would want to add on about virtual tours?
Nasabi mo na lahat. Pero parang ang ganda kasi parang meron kang, lalo na ako kasi parang on a more personal note, ako ay parang visual learner. So parang mas maganda na meron kang visual proof para talagang kumbaga halimbawa ma-aid yung mga next decisions mo or kahit mga simpleng next steps mo lang. Halimbawa, yun nga, kung gusto mong mag-visit sa isang farm, parang hirap na, kumbaga, na words alone would just describe kung ano yung pwedeng feature na makita mo doon. Pero kapag meron kang visual proof na, ito talaga yung makikita mo, parang makakadagdag siya ng convincing power sa'yo na, alam mo yun, na mag-subscribe ka. So, I think very essential talaga yung virtual tours, no? Especially for virtual people.
Visual learners,
visual learners,
May isa pa nga akong hindi nabanggit, no. Isa sa mga pinupush ko sa loob ng espasyo ng academia sa university ay pwedeng gamitin ang virtual tours para sa mga research sites na gusto nating ipakita sa team na hindi naman maari laging nadadala yung buong team dun sa research site na yon. Pwede siyang maging paraan na yung mga tao na nandun sa research site or yung community, makita na ng buong team based from the virtual tour. Kung meron man tayo mga plots, experimental sites na gusto rin makita yung pag-evolution or yung pag-develop ng mga crops, pwede rin siya ma-document on a scheduled basis para makita yung ano ba ang growth ng mga mais na tinanim or mga vegetables na tinanim. So, pwede siya maging ganun. It can be a research tool as well.
That's a great insight, no, Jim. That's a fresh way of looking at things. Kaya nga tayo nag-Agri 2020. So, para malinaw ang ating pananaw at paningin. Tama yun, ano? Kasi there are research teams that have to travel. Lalo na based on our experience, no? Of course, coming from Los Baños, researchers from Los Baños have to travel to Mindanao, to Visayas, and sometimes travel is just impossible, or sometimes it's too tedious. And this tool can be used by different research institutions, no, to streamline their operations, and pupunta
Yes.
lang sila sa site pag kailangan talaga, or pag talagang merong field operation that necessitates their presence there. So thank you,
Yeah.
Jim. Ano? Thank you for that, bringing us into the wonderful world of 360 virtual tours. And bago tayo mag-proceed doon sa pinaka-exciting na topic,
Alright.
magbasa muna tayo ng mga comments ng mga tao, no? Kasi meron din, I think we received some feedback na kailangan natin mag-run through ng Slido. So we will do that. But first, we will read some comments and see yung audience feedback natin. Kaya nga tayo nag-FB Live kasi this is real time and we can interact with our audience. So we'll just put up some comments up on the screen. So, kilala ko to. Hello daw to the Power
Kilala
Agri
natin lahat
3.
yan.
Wow. Hello.
Alright. The Godfather yan.
The Agri-Father. Hello. Kumusta dyan? Sa Paranaque. Okay, so ito yung mga comments kanina, no? So, of course, hindi ako nakapag-flash ng comments habang ako yung nagpe-present. So, we'll just run down some quick comments. Farm record keeping. Pwede po yan sa pagtuturo ko ng elementary agriculture sa school. Wow! Very encouraging naman na merong elementary agriculture. Alam ko,
Nice.
merong special place yan sa puso ni Jim kasi we want to promote agriculture to the youth, di ba, Jim?
Yes. Pwede po tayo mag-usap, sir.
Ayan. So, tingnan naman natin ngayon kung saan nanggagaling yung mga audiences natin, ano? So, si Edward Avila from Cabuyao, Laguna. Kamusta? Clark at Chavez, Iligan City. Saan ba Iligan, bro?
Maayong adlaw, Mindanao.
Okay. So, meron din po yung kanina from Pangasinan. Hello po.
Right.
And then binabanggit ni Jim from Davao City. Wow, hello. Welcome to our webinar. And then meron din from Miag-Ao, Iloilo, Miag-Ao Farmers Agricultural Cooperative. Hello
Nice.
po sa inyo.
Hello.
Good afternoon. And ano pa ba? Meron din from Batangas, Sorsogon, Cagayan de Oro. And wait
Parang
lang.
meron din from Qatar, bro, eh.
Meron din.
Meron din nakita ko from Marawi
From
City.
Qatar. Marawi City. Yes, nakita ko yung kanina. Kapas, Tarlac. Meron din from Singapore.
Alright.
Ayan. So, hello sa inyong lahat. And, so wait lang, meron kasing mga comments for Jim habang nagpe-present siya. So, yung iba fina-flash ko pero I don't want to be too distracting kanina, no? So, nasa na yan? Okay. So, sabi ni Ma'am Estesiere, virtual tour is love. Ayan.
Ba?
Tapos sabi ni Miss Aina Macalos, galing ng 360-degree virtual tour.
Alright.
Ayan. And meron pang context siya, it will be good for agri-investors abroad.
Yes,
Ayan.
absolutely.
Sabi naman ni Ma'am Helen Grace Centeno, interesting talk daw, Jim. So pwede bang ma-measure ng plant or tree height using your software? I think sagutin natin yun mamaya.
Yes, later.
And then from Tough Guns, congrats, Jim. Galing. Can't believe the little boy is now an expert.
Hi, Tita Ganzo.
It's Tita. And then, of course, one of our colleagues, si Jabez. Virtual tours are also good for ecological profiling and agro-ecosystem analysis. So, guys,
Pwede.
For your information, Jabez is one of the leading leaders. sa
Pioneers.
Pioneers sa permaculture in the Philippines. So, I think we can link you up. And guys, marami nagtatanong kung paano ba makukuha yung e-certificate. So, at the very end of this webinar, we will be posting a link. So, merong link para post webinar form na kailangan yung fill upan. So, lalagay nyo doon yung email address nyo and we will be sending you the certificates via that via your email address na ililista nyo doon. And meron ding mga nagtatanong kung pwede daw bang gamitin yung mga PowerPoints na present natin. Of course, I will have to ask Jim and Bards regarding that matter, but we will let you know. But we can, most likely we will be sending you the materials through the same email addresses that you provide. So, ganun na lang. If ever pumayag itong dalawa nating colleagues, ano? So, ito yung Slido. Let me just, saan na yan? Okay, Slido. Alright. So, meron mga tanong dyan. So, paano ba gamitin ang Slido? So, yon, pwede kayo pumunta sa slido.com and then log in through that number 25876. And then pwede kayo mag-post ng tanong, or pag nakita nyo yung tanong na gusto nyo itanong at nandito na siya sa listahan, pwede nyo na lang i-click yung thumbs up button dito sa right. Paki-like na lang siya. And then yung pinakamaraming likes kasi, tumataas yan at tumataas yung rank niyan. And then yun yung una naming mababasa. So most likely yung mga una naming mababasa, yun yung i-discuss natin later sa Q&A portion natin, ano? So that's how you use Slido, guys. You can scan the QR code if kaya ng let's put it full screen, ano, para sa mga kailangan mag-scan. Ayan. So there's a QR code and there's the room code, so you can enter that room and then ask your question. So ngayon, ang nangungunang question ay yung kay Kemuel Punzalan. If you like that question, or if there are questions na nasa baba pero gusto niyo ma-broadcast or gusto niyo maitanong mamaya, please paki-vote siya using the thumbs up or the like button on the upper right corner there. Okay, so okay na ba yan? Ito na. Wait lang, kailangan ko kasi ulit Kailangan ko kasi ulit ng codigo nit. Nahihirapan na.
Okay.
Alright, wait lang.
Laban lang, kaya.
Meron kasi ako ulit codigo. Meron ulit akong codigo. So habang sinesearch ko tong codigo ko, guys, baka meron kayong gustong sabihin in the meantime.
Wohoy, kahoy.
Siguro ako na, no? So, good guys.
Oh, no! No!
No.
Okay. So, live TV. Live Facebook Live. So, bago siya nawala, ito yung hinahanap ko kasi, I'll have to introduce our next speaker. So, okay. I'll just introduce him with the hopes na makabalik siya, no? So, right. Justin is as colleagues would call him, is a licensed agriculturist. He finished his degree of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, majoring in agricultural extension from the University of the Philippines at Los Baños. Currently, he's taking up Masters in Extension Education from the same institution. He is the lead convener of Anahaw Laguna, a youth-led group promoting holistic, people-oriented, and scientific agriculture in the province of Laguna, and a campaigner of I Am Hampas Lupa Ecological Agriculture Incorporated, an NGO promoting mindful consumption and sustainable agriculture. He also formerly served as an instructor at the College of Agriculture and Forestry at the Tarlac Agricultural University. Presently, he is focusing on doing agricultural extension and advocacies through the online video platform YouTube, and you can find him there as Bards Interno. So Bards, nandito ka na ba?
Okay, I'm back. Grabe, ganun talaga kapag live na.
Mahirap talaga pag live, guys.
So as I was saying kanina, to set expectation, I will not be teaching you how to vlog kasi naniniwala ko na what works for me or what works well with me may not be applicable to you. So, gusto ko lang instead na introduce or i-persuade kayo na makita yung brighter side ng paggamit ng vlogging, which will be my talk for now. So, I will be presenting about vlogging as an agricultural extension tool, lalo na sa mga panahon natin ngayon. So, okay. I think I'm good with the presentation. Let's go.
So again, it's vlogging agricultural extension in today's context. For our outline for today, next slide, bro. So we have to look at the rising interest and influence in video content, what we can see as the act of vlogging, and then yung crossroads or marriage between vlogging and agricultural extension, and kung paano siya makatulong sa tinatawag nating AIS or Agricultural Innovation System. And syempre, as a tool, meron din tayong mga challenges. At ako, I would have my personal call for everyone to, ayun nga, persuade you to use vlogging for agricultural extension purposes. Sige po. So the rising interest in influence in video content. Basically, in statistics, no, they are saying that online video sharing platforms such as YouTube is very, kumbaga, not only famous but also relevant to people with their daily lives. So sabi nga sa isang statistic ay 1 billion hours of videos in YouTube are being consumed by billions of people, no? In 2009 alone. So paano pa yung mga nakaraang years? And next po, other statistics, 79% of internet users say, excuse me, that they have a YouTube account. Meaning, siyempre, kapag may YouTube account ka, you're more interested with video content. Also, from other statistics, next po, they say that YouTube has 2 billion users worldwide. So imagine the traffic, imagine the coming in of videos, imagine the engagement of people, video creators, no, na nangyayari sa loob ng YouTube. And it is very overwhelming kasi it is also, kumbaga, a social networking platform, a social media tool na ngayon, sa panahon ngayon, ay nakikitaan natin ng importance na to, not only to socialize but also to share and inform our respective situations sa mga buhay-buhay natin. In the Philippines, meron tayong mga naging studies or mga statistics din na sinabi 87% of Filipino internet users watch or consume online video content. So, ano to, in general, lahat ng mga under Google, maybe na nakalink sa Google, rather, yung mga Twitter videos, Facebook, and of course, YouTube. And, sige po, 85% of the online Filipinos watch YouTube. 70% of Filipinos say it's more interesting content on YouTube and TV. So, gusto ko lang i-point out dito na hindi na natin, kumbaga, may iwasan yung sabihin nating claim or yung fact na nagiging integral part na ng buhay natin yung pag-consume ng videos through YouTube. And naging familiar naman na kayo doon at nakikita nyo na everyday, meron tayo mga sinasabi nating iba't ibang niche of vlogs like fashion, technology, we have also lifestyle, or kahit mga buhay ng mga celebrities na meron tayo. Now when we talk about influence with respect to Facebook, YouTube, parang nakikita, no, in one of the claims from Variety magazine, ito 2014 pa to, that 6 out of 10 influencers for teenagers itself are YouTubers or from YouTube. So nakikita ninyo na, regardless sa mga pinagagawa ng mga sinasabi nating YouTubers or content creators, meron pa rin mga tao na nagpo-follow sa kanila, no? Especially the teenagers or the young people. So ano ba yung vlogging na sinasabi natin? When we heard or you hear the word vlogging, siyempre ang mga unang tumatatak sa isip natin ay yung mga vloggers or yung mga tao. So we have, yan, yung mga tao na nakikita ninyo, Bogart the Explorer, yan, yung, idol ko yan. And all others, no? Marami tayong nakikita sa kanila na qualities, no, that makes them, kumbaga, quote-unquote relevant and interesting. No? So ano ba yung mga factors na nakikita natin why mga common people, no, consume or support this kind of sabihin na natin individuals or what we call the vloggers. So vlogging, as we know, have these qualities. Of course, it should be fun, no? Ayaw naman natin on a daily basis, no, kung aminin man natin sa hindi na not discrediting negativities, not promoting false positivity, pero gusto naman din natin upfront na yung mga nakikita natin should be or could be fun and as positive as possible. Spontaneous, no? Yung parang uh, akala mo kumbaga hindi pinag-isipan or very relatable kasi you have your ano din naman, your lag times as people, as a career person, no? Na meron kang mga me time na gusto mo lang i-express yung sarili mo in a very spontaneous way. Interesting in terms of the character or the persona of the people. And lastly, yung pagiging undemanding ng mga vlogs. Like, you do not require people to think too deep kasi pastime lang usually yung online content. If you would agree with me. But now, what if we put vlogging in a different light or putting more keywords or more association with this? No? Paano kaya kung maging mas informative siya or engaging or sabihin natin mag-cause or mag-steer ng conversation or lastly empowering, no? Na with what they see may realizations after na oo nga pala or oo nga no baka pwedeng maging inspiration or pwedeng gawin natin to be of use sa mga communities namin or maging productive. So ito yung naging kumbaga mitya or justification na kung may mga nagtatrive na content na with due respect sa mga ibang content na kahit ang team ay not as urgent, no? Parang nagiging click or thrive. But this time, we want na iangat yung discourse or yung narrative na sinasabi ko nga in my previous opinions about vlogging. So, by raising the narrative, syempre, lagyan natin ng bagong timpla, no, yung paggamit sa vlogging. So, which leads to my next point, the marriage of vlogging to agricultural extension. Syempre, for the longest time, hindi naman ito new idea. No? We can see them, syempre, if you search on the internet or on YouTube specifically, farm tour, or sabihin natin, how to produce this, or how to prepare, like my vlog, how to prepare enhanced patting preparation or something like this. Siyempre may mga nagpa-flash na mga videos. There are enough content to show the farms, to show the fun behind or beneath those farms. At yung mga usually na mga gumagawa nun, yung mga famous YouTubers na if you look at their niche or their teams, hindi naman siya specifically focusing on agriculture. So, yan yung mga examples. Nilagay ko lang yung sa akin doon para kunyari in line sa mga, mga famous. Anyways, so, looking at my interest here, yung agricultural extension, syempre, if most of us are not that familiar, so ang extension ay isang mekanismo sa agriculture to basically look at the socio-cultural side of agriculture. So if we are focusing on the production side, technology side, we must also focus on the social side, which are its people. No? When I say people, stakeholders yan, from the farmers level to government agencies to the top management. So what are the goals of agricultural extension? Number one, disseminate information to raise agricultural production performance. So yun sinasabi ko na production side. But also, we want to focus on various agricultural development tasks. So when we talk about development tasks, we want to ensure proper leadership among farmer groups. We want to talk about capacitating these farmers as a solid community. We want to talk about conflict management, or we want to talk about surfacing yung mga katotohanan or realities na nangyayari sa farm level na hindi na ikukwento or naibibigay sa atin ng mga numero ng mga yields or ng mga quality of produce. No? So in general sense, extension provides us a non-formal agriculture-related adult education and a social experience. Wait lang ha, slide tayo. Related agricultural adult education for various audiences and various purposes. Sige po, next. So if we focus on the marriage of the vlogging and agricultural extension vis-a-vis their impacts. So we can see na ang vlogging ay talagang for entertainment purposes mostly or for the most part, and would steer online conversations and online influence or fan base. Of course, YouTube as a platform is online in nature, so may ganun pa ring boundary, no, when it comes to its use. Next, siyempre, sa agricultural extension, aside from nabanggit ko nga ng mga goals kanina, we want to steer or to steer interest, no, sa production. We want to improve involvement and empowerment to young people, to women, to indigenous peoples, and all those stakeholders we could call, no, in a system. No? And then the community development na gusto natin by the end of the day, yung mga ating um, interventions would not only kumbaga serve for the purpose of having quotas or masabi lang na may na-achieve tayo, nagawa natin yung mga programs na yun. But also to develop communities, so na after nating mag-intervene sa kanila, they can stand on their own and they could make activities more than producing goods or producing crops or livestock, whatever their commodities are. No? And of course, fostering a good relationship among the community members. So pag pinagsama natin yon, of course, we can upskill the game. No? Siyempre, next po, yun. We have to go beyond or paangatin natin yung nagagawa sa atin ng vlogging, no, through agricultural extension. So isipin na lang natin na we can train people, we can share our expertise, pero what if, no, we use YouTube for presentation or involvement? What if we ask our people, if we are extension workers, for example, ask people to record their experiences na hindi pwedeng or hindi kayang i-reflect sa mga black and whites, no? So what if we ask them to document their videos and show the fun side of farming or to show their situations, no? So we have to narrate, involve, present, demonstrate, and enjoy. Kasi sa tingin ko, napakadami talaga, no, na content creators or YouTube sa Pilipinas. And as a niche, ang agriculture ay mayroon ding malaking base or meron din siyang malaking organization. But I think what is lacking is the interest, no? Yung sexiness pa ng vlogs na mga pinoproduce. And sometimes, we are misunderstanding documentaries or mere videos into or from vlogging kasi iba talaga eh, no? Kailangan may may touch of pagiging novel, touch of pagiging kumbaga sabay sa past pace na nangyayari sa atin, no, with the chunk of information that we have. Kailangan mag-stand out siya. Ayan. Sige po. Next. So how vlogging can help generally, no, sa situation natin. No, ginamit ko model yung agricultural innovation system, which means ito yung complex na representation ng kung sino-sino yung mga pwede mag-share ng kanilang processes, innovation, and also yung kanilang ideas on every node of agriculture in the value chain. So meron tayong ano dyan, next po. So it is a network, no, bringing new products, new processes, and new forms of organization into economic use. But I think also we can emphasize social use, no, together with institutions and policies that affect their behavior and performance. So kung tingnan natin, ang vlogging ay parang lost siya, no, in the clouds, no, vis-a-vis this graph or this representation. Pero if you would look closely, nakita natin na ang agriculture innovation system ay may existing naman na framework na ang mga magsasaka at the center, we want them to enrich their knowledge through research, through education, through extension, and siyempre sa ngayon, no, since it's a complex information sharing, kahit yung mga private institutions, mga civil societies, and even every part of the value chain, no, kahit yung mga agro-processors, kahit yung mga middlemen, kahit yung mga consumers themselves has their input, no, to enrich innovation sa agriculture. Lalo na halimbawa sa consumers part, yung mga needs, no, para mag-improve yung kumbaga pangangailang yung kakayahan nung nagbibigay sa kanila nung needs nila, no. We have to share their experiences as well. So basically, lahat naman ng mga pangyayaring ito ay pwede nating gamitan ng tulong ng vlogging. Kasi halimbawa, if me, putting myself the hat of a consumer, if ibalita ko na parang may shortage ng gulay dito. So what's happening or what can be done about it? That itself is as a part of expressing your halimbawa, needs assessment or naririnig mo yung boses ng community na may kulang na kailangang punan. No? If you're on the farmer side, parang nakita mo yung mga practices nila na through vlogging na parang hindi siya at par, no, with the technologies of others. No? Through the power of vlogging, we can also feature and as well as share other knowledge and know-how ng mga ibang sabihin na natin counterparts nila, no? Or anyone else in the value chain. So basically, vlogging is a relevant tool to digitize processes and realities that increase general understanding on situations and as well as connect stakeholders in the IIS among each other. So yun ay aking kumbaga synthesis on what I see, no, as the potential of vlogging. So dito makita nyo lang yung mga iba't ibang videos. Actually screenshots of some of the vlogs that I've seen na meron silang ginagawa unconsciously contribution sa agricultural innovation system or sa extension. No? Ito yung sa video na to about banana farming. They're OFWs, pero ang binabanggit nila ay yung information from their tauhan na ito na yung situation ng production, ito yung kumbaga yung nangyayaring economic activities, pati yung mga yung situation ng food wastage, yung kakulangan ng market linkage, para nabanggit din dyan. So it gives us an idea that there is these kinds of realities in communities. And next, it is also ito, he's my student from Tarlac. Nag-venture siya into vlogging. Pero before that, he is really promoting homesteading, gardening, and rabbitry. So pinakita niya sa video na to na you can earn in rabbitry by showing the numbers. So it gives us an idea na ito pala yung potential, no, na pwede palang rabbitry industry is the way to go for future investors or future business enthusiasts and so on. And meron pang isa dyan, siyempre yung mga common na documents or mga videos on production guides, no, about specific crops. So generally, there's still this challenge. Sige po, yung next na. My last part yan. May challenges pa rin when it comes to vlogging. Ang daming dumadaan, sorry. Yeah, no challenges. With these questions, no, how can we make videos stand out and become relevant or influential to the population? Meron tayong kumbaga connotation sa agriculture na poor man's job or hindi interesting sa kabataan. So, paano natin gagamitin yung vlogging as an asset para makilala na ang industriya na ito ay interesting? How would you use the qualities of vlogs as fun, interesting, undemanding, and spontaneous in communicating the science, art, and business of agriculture? So, meron din tayo minsan na kino-consider na attention span ng mga tao, no? Regardless of age, talagang bumababa. So, how do we attack or give an approach, no, sa mga information na alam natin, sa mga sitwasyon na nakikita natin, para mas maging engaged yung mga tao. And lastly, how do you really engage rural people and agriculture practitioners through vlogging? Siguro, it is also an appeal to agricultural extension workers na um, gamitin talaga yung pag-video as a tool kasi ang pag-record naman is one thing pero sabi ko nga kanina, yung pagiging visual ng mga ibang tao would mean a lot to the people who are comfortable having that kind of learning medium. So, sa rural areas naman, paano natin, kumbaga, hindi sila mahiya na ipakita yung totoong situations nila. No? Kasi minsan yung mga tao, aminin natin sa hindi, pag meron ng camera, parang ayaw nang makipag-interact, ayaw nang makipag-communicate. No? Paano natin gagawing comfortable yung paggamit ng video or online video content as a lifestyle na rin siguro or as their way of showing their realities. Okay? And the call for everyone, syempre, sabi ko nga, let us make use of our technologies. Let us look at vlogging in a different light. Let's get past to vlogging as a mere ayoko sanang magsabi. Kasi I know that agriculture vlogging still has its imperfections and lapses, pero try natin na pumasok doon sa industriya na yon na um, tumaas yung antas ng diskurso ng kaalaman. No? Yan, ganun naman din lagi. No? May mga challenge, ano yun, yung mga pranks, challenges and all, could serve as a purpose at some point, pero lalo na sa mga kinakaharap nating issues like food shortage in COVID-19 pandemic, ano yung role ng vlog? No? Magandang avenue para ma-increase yung awareness and response ng mga tao sa agriculture. So, capture SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, needs, the practices, and give heads up to stakeholders along the process. Kahit nasa monitoring stage pa lang or in planning stage pa lang, if you have that vlogging type of recording or the use of vlogging, pwede siya maging basis din as others have discussed, kung i-relate natin yung vlogging as a tool for farm management or farm recording and all these. Then start with your farms, home gardens, or even anywhere. Just talk about what you could contribute. So, kayo, if you think that you can talk about your food, malaking contribution na yon sa discourse natin sa vlogging and agriculture. Pero kung meron kayong mga farms, mga home gardens, meron kayong mga livestock, mga hatcheries, piggeries, whatever, share lang yung experience ninyo kasi ito talaga yung panahon para ma-engage natin yung mga tao na maging part ng agriculture. Kita nyo naman talaga yung mga issues natin na napakagandang entry point. And lastly, establish support communities and influence others to ventures. If you are talking to currently vlogging about agriculture, if you know people na gusto din, influence natin sila. We need more stories. Sabi nating inputs pero still in subject to verification. But we need stories as basis kung ano na bang nangyayari sa ating agricultural system. So I think that ends the presentation. Ito nakalagay lang, I established a small group of ayoko sabihin YouTubers but the content creators for agriculture focusing on this niche nga, yung Agri-Farming Vlogging Guild. So, parang nasa 11 na kami ngayon. But the point there is, kami man lang on our level, matuto kami sa isa't isa kasi marami pa naman tayo as individuals na kailangan punan na para matuto at maging productive citizens, lalo na sa agriculture system. So, I think that's it. Hopefully, I give justice to the use of vlogging at sana after nito, makapag-connect tayo sa isa't isa at ma-inspire ko kayo na mag-vlog. So, that's my contacts there. If you want to collaborate in the future, sa mga business who want to use the power of vlogging, you can connect with me. in my email, my Facebook, and of course, subscribe to my videos or suggest content if you want me to feature something about anything under the field of agriculture. So maraming salamat po at sabay-sabay po natin iangat ang agrikultura ng Pilipinas. Wohoy kahoy. Thank you.
Woy, kahoy. Thank you, Bards.
Okay
Thank
na.
you for that. Wow, parang gusto ko na rin bumalik sa vlogging. Pwede ba ako sumali dyan sa Agri-Vloggers Guild na yan? Pwede ba kami ni Jim dyan?
Kaka-join ko lang.
Ay, join na ako mamaya. Join na ako mamaya.
Nag-request to join na ako.
Okay. So thank you, guys. Thank you, Bards, for sharing your expertise sa vlogging, and of course, we hope na ma-inspire yung mga agri practitioners out there to get our stories out. Yung stories from the field makarating sa screen. So yun yung pinakakailangan natin kasi kailangan nating dalhin yung kamalayan natin na nandun sa bukid papunta dito sa kamalayan ng mga tao na nanonood ngayon na nasa quarantine at naghahanap sila ng mga kwento na kailangan nila marinig. At feeling ko ito na yung panahon ng agriculture. So bago tayo pumunta sa mga questions, let's just read some of the comments. Jim, can you, meron nagtanong, Jim, how to contact you daw?
You can send me a private message po, Sir Romel, or you can message us at 360ph. Meron po tayong Facebook page. Search nyo lang po 360 space PH. Yung logo po ay basically 360ph yung nakasulat na bilog yung logo. So you can search for us through Facebook with that.
Okay, so next naman may nag-comment si Aubrey Lanot. Kaya pala Agri 2020 to see things more clearly. Very wise and catchy title for the event. Thank you naman. Thank you, Aubrey, for that comment. And then si Sir Gerald, SHS Agri teacher din ako from Pangasinan. Makakatulong po ito sa aking pagtuturo. Wow, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Gusto namin matulungan yung mga senior high school teachers din.
Okay, so maybe we'll introduce Y part a little bit later after we read some of these, And then one of our colleagues, one of our contemporaries sa UP Los Baños, Gemma Monelo. Great job, guys.
Hey,
Thank you, Gem. So si Gem ay isa yung expert yan sa hydroponics. So if you can visit his page or meron ba siyang page? Meron ka bang page, bro? So paki-share naman kasi maraming nagtatanong tungkol sa hydroponics. Lalo na yung sa registration form, ang daming humihingi ng webinar on hydroponics. So yes, head on to Gem's page or head on to Dream Agritech's page para lang just stay tuned for the updates and for the next webinar. So let's read some more comments. Bards, pakibasa naman tong comment na to.
Okay, from Mark Sylvester Garcia. Vlogging agriculture topics can be an effective tool in flexible teaching, learning, especially during EZQ. Nice,
okay,
thank you.
Ayan, meron pala kung meron daw naghahanap ng link nung vlog ni Bards. Ayan, nilagay niya talaga yung link dyan.
Yes.
Bards internal YouTube channel. And also
nice
one of our
from Kemwell Punzalan. Thank you.
Shout out kay Kemwell. And then, of course, one of our colleagues nga, like I said, hello, the expert on permaculture in the Philippines, one of the pioneers. He's also plugging his channel, Permaculture Research PH. Okay, and then I think Barts, this comment is for you. Barts, are you there?
From Neil Acuña, iangat ang discourse. Spot on. Salute on that, sir. Kaagi.
Ayan, thank you so much. Ayan, so okay, now we have some questions, but before that, we would like to acknowledge our viewers from Pangasinan, Davao, Sorsogon, Quezon, Lucena City, Quezon, Tarlac, Ilocos Sur, Batangas, Caloocan, and Moncada. Parang nagsasabi lang ako ng mga random places, but these are our actual viewers, and we want to thank you for giving us your time and your this time of day to share to you our webinar. And more questions for Jim. How can we encourage the youth to engage or involve in agriculture? Ayan, baka perfect na yan for
Pwede ba
Yes.
ako mag-change hat saglit, no?
Okay, okay.
So, yung tanong na po yun, pasok po yun sa isang advocacy group na meron po na kaming tatlo ay magkasama din, no? Along with other friends. Ang pangalan po ay YPARD, YPARD, Young Professionals for Agricultural Development po ang pangalan ng grupo. Kung makikita nyo, yan po yung nasa banner YPARD PH, no? So ang YPARD ay isang international network na ang layunin po ay pag-promote ng agrikultura sa mga kabataan at pag-engage ng mga kabataan sa loob ng agrikultura na sektor. Basically, if you want to ask, how do we engage young people para maging interested sila sa agriculture? I think the shortest way to answer that, kasi napaka-complicated ng question na yan, the shortest way and the simplest way to answer that is kailangan natin ipakita sa mga kabataan yung variety of options and opportunities sa loob ng agrikultura. If you look at it, we can use the term perfect. Perfect. So ang agriculture ay perfect dahil meron siyang policy, meron siyang education, merong research, merong finance and farming, meron extension services, meron extension na yun yung topic ni Justin kanina, merong C, communications, and T, ang paggamit ng technology or pag-trade sa loob ng agriculture. So, perfect po yung term na kinocoin namin, na pinopromote namin ngayon na para mas madali nating ma-introduce ang konsepto ng agrikultura sa kabataan. If you want to know further, we invite you to join also YPARD Philippines. And nandun din kaming tatlo along with other friends who are also advocates for youth in agriculture.
Wait. All right. Thanks, Jim, for that. Thanks, Jim, for that answer dun sa isa nating question. Another question, again, para sa'yo to ulit. Ano po ang gamit niyo na gear para sa paggawa niyo ng virtual tour? Ano yan? Proprietary ba yan? Pwede ba yan i-share?
Well, ang gear, available naman siya sa market na. It's just how you use the tools is the most important part. So, any gear, if you have an unmanned aerial vehicle, or you have a 360 camera that suits well to make a virtual tour, yun. Pero yung process flow ng paggawa, yun ang medyo complicated. So, how I come across to my clients is that instead of you investing in the number of, or the expenses na medyo mamahalin yung gamit, and also the time needed to learn how to develop and create virtual tours, you can save by contracting also the services of 360ph, because we give it to you at a competitive pricing, very fair ang pricing natin, and it's there. I'm actually in the process of developing a separate pricing packages for those into farming, kasi gusto ko talagang matulungan yung mga nandun sa farming communities natin. So, iba po yung pricing package natin sa farming communities and sectors compared to what other clients that I have sa other industries.
Okay, thanks for that, Jim. Madami pang tanong dito actually, sobrang daming tanong, but we have to end the stream soon, so maybe we'll get to one or two more questions. Let's see. May nagtanong sa akin dito, meron po ba kayong sample format ng farm recording? Yes, we do have sample formats of farm recording. We can send it to you via email. Ayun pala, reminder guys, para dun sa mga kanina pa nagtatanong din ng certificate, kasi meron tayong e-certificate na ipamimigay for this event. So please list down this link, dreamagritech.com/2020-eval-1. I repeat, dreamagritech.com/2020-eval-1. Please answer the survey form. Please fill out all the boxes there. And kung sino po yung mga nakita naming email address doon po kami magsisend ng mga virtual certificates natin, e-certificates natin. Please make sure that the name and the surnames are correct. And please give us feedback also on this event, on how we can improve, what are the good things that we have done today. Please take note of this link. Once again, dreamagritech.com/2020-eval-1. So Wait lang. Okay, guys. Sorry, medyo nagka-problema lang ako sa computer. But, all right, another question for Jim. Jim, ang dami nagtatanong tungkol sa virtual tours. Ano ang kaibahan ng GIS sa virtual tour?
But I think ang best way to answer that is to simplify it, no. The virtual tour is easy to use and understand. Pagpasok mo sa isang virtual tour, lalakad ka lang, you go around, you do a digital walkthrough. Whereas ang GIS, it's very technical, geographic information system for the rest who are not familiar with the term. Yung GIS po, gumagamit po ng satellite, gumagamit ng sensors, and if you're using drones to also assess the farm, meron po tayong ginagamit na term or jargon na ang tawag ay NDVI, yung Normalized Difference Vegetative Index, if tama ba yung naalala ko, NDVI. Yun basically ay ginagamitan ng sensors, multispectral cameras on drones, para makita kung saang parte ng sakahan yung kulang ng fertilizer or nitrogen, phosphorus or potassium, mostly nitrogen ang naa-assess, or merong water stress. So, if you want to compare the two, ang GIS, mas ginagamit siya for scientific research or even for crop monitoring experts. Meron silang pag kinoconnect nila ang drone nila to the satellite, to unmanned tractors. Meron na ring automated autopilot tractors na meron na nagra-run after getting the information from GIS. Whereas ang virtual tour, very simple. Upload natin siya, pasok yung tao, makikita na nila yung property. So, two different markets, two different audiences, but I think the purpose of the virtual tour is simply to enhance yung pag-engage ng mga tao online. I hope that answered the question po. Naka-mute ka yata, bro.
Yan, okay, sorry. So thank you, Jim, for that answer. And before we go, we have time for one more question. Sasagutin namin tong lahat. So mauuna si Bard sumagot. How do you find your niche today, given that there are several big agriculture players in the Philippine market? So once again, how do you find your niche today, given that there are several big agriculture players in the Philippine market? So una si Bards, then si Jim, then I will answer it last. So Bards, take it away.
Paano ba? But when you talk about niche kasi sa vlogging, it's like about, siyempre, yun yung focus mo na topic. So, as I understand the question, feeling ko hindi naman threat yung big agri players. Kasi as far as, kumbaga, exposing information and sharing knowledge is concerned, parang nakikita ko ng advantage pa yun kasi the big agricultural markets have their capital or their resources to inform us about many topics. Siguro ang magiging risk lang dyan is on the quality of information that they will be giving. Baka kasi since it's lalo na sa agriculture businesses, no, they might expose information that could be leaning or yielding to them or biased to them. So, pwedeng baka yung mga practices nila may be not good to other practices. For example, their use of heavy chemical inputs. Pero yung iba naman, syempre, they're interested in ecological agriculture. So, I think it's case-to-case then. But we can see vlogging, as long as it focuses in agriculture, lalo na ngayon na increasing in numbers siya, is currently in good state pa rin. So I think that would be it po.
Thank you, Bards, for that answer. And now si Jim naman. Jim?
How do you keep yourself yung niche mo in the growing industry?
How do you find your niche today, given that there are several big agriculture players in the Philippine market?
Okay. Una sa lahat, I think the agri-food system is very huge to be monopolized by one business only. I think that's one thing. Hindi mo kaya ma-cover lahat talaga ng bansa. Hindi mo rin sa breadth, sa laki ng agrikultura, hindi mo rin ma-cover lahat. Say for example, if you want to do business as a trading platform, yes, madaming ganun. But in terms of getting suppliers and buyers, ang daming pwedeng maging suppliers and buyers. If you want to be in hydroponics, ang daming naggagawa, pero ang dami ring pwedeng bumili. So, I think finding your niche is about understanding what resources, first of all, anong resources meron ka, saan ka nakasituate, ano ang konteksto mo? Are you in the urban area? Are you in the peri-urban area, yung medyo nakapalibot sa city? Or are you in the rural area? So, dun pa lang makikita mo, ano ba ang target market mo? Ano ba ang, sino ba ang gusto mong mabentahan? Sino ba ang gusto mong maging supplier? So, what type of business do you want? I think it really starts with what your interest is in, what you're good at saan ka nakasituate. Kasi yun ang mag-define at mag-determine kung ano yung maging niche mo as a person. Kung ikaw yung tao na mahilig makipag-usap sa mga tao, well then, you can go out and be an extensionist, you can do consultancy services, mahilig ka. But some people are introverts and can do better work maybe on the computer. So you can be an online trading platform, or you can be an online service for other farming enthusiasts. So different interests of people will determine their niche and also their skills. So if there's something that you really want to pursue, hone your skills in that respective skill. And for me, I think it's really thinking about ano ba ang value proposition mo. So kung papasok ka dun sa aspeto ng pag-trade, ano ang niche mo? I think that's not for me to answer. That's not for any of us three to answer specifically. It's also for you to think about and reflect. Lalo na naka-lockdown tayo ngayon, it's the best time to reflect na ano ba ang maging value proposition ko? What do I bring to the table? What do I bring to the market? So that becomes something that you want to think for yourself also. But again, think about your skills, your context, the resources you have para makapag-determine ano ba ang maging niche mo.
All right, Jim. Thank you for that response. And ako naman on my end, I think kasi madami nang nasagot si Jim. So hindi ko na alam kung ano pang idadagdag ko doon. But for me, I think it's just really basic. If you guys know the animated movie Robots, ang mantra nung inventor doon is see a need, feel a need. So if you see something in your community, if you see something in your surroundings na may pangangailangan and related siya sa agriculture, and you could be the one that fulfills that need, definitely that is your niche, because you are there for a reason, you're situated there for a reason, and you have the experience, you have the knowledge to address these needs. If you can find the need and address that need, definitely that is your niche. But like Jim said, it is not for any of us three to determine, kasi ikaw lang ang nakakaalam kung nasan ka ngayon, ikaw ang nakakakita kung anong nangyayari sa lugar nyo ngayon, at ikaw ang makakaisip ng solusyon doon sa problema na kinaharap ng lugar nyo ngayon in relation to agriculture. And like, nothing against big companies, they are our big brothers, they are big sisters. So I think as a community of agriculturists, as a community of agri-industry practitioners, I think we have to, especially this time, we have to unite and we have to present a strong front, lalo na sa food security. And lagi kong kino-quote si Jim dito, food security is national security. So, ayan. So that is something that we can all, I think, agree on. Correct, guys? And again, before we go, i-flash ko ulit, ayan, i-hold ko na dyan yung evaluation form, dreamagritech.com/2020-eval-1. Once again, dreamagritech.com/2020-eval-1. Kailangan ko pang i-confirm dito sa dalawang to kung papayag ba silang i-share yung mga PowerPoint nila, at kailangan ko rin i-confirm sa sarili ko kung payag ba ako. Tapos, isasend na lang namin through the email addresses that you provide. So make sure to fill up this form. Please, guys, please do not forget to fill up this form. because if you do not fill up this form, we will not be able to issue you your e-certificates. Please make sure that your names are correct, walang wrong spelling, kasi meron kaming experience dyan dati ni Bards, dun sa dati naming work. Madaming mga wrong spelling sa sa certificate, and sayang naman, ano? Although this is just an e-certificate, of course, we still need the correct information. So before we end this webinar, if you would like to promote something or greet some people, let's start with Bards. Take it away.
Sorry, nawala yan naman yung
Wala
internet.
sound si Bards. Jim, ikaw na muna.
Hi, so shout out lang sa mga kakilala ko nag-online, yung family ko, yung parents ko na nakikinig, and also org-mates who are listening and on the webinar, as well as colleagues and friends from the network of YPARD as well. Thanks for joining us today. And I think yung gusto ko talaga i-push dito is yung virtual tours, and I really see that this is an opportunity for different institutions, no, or even enterprises na kung ikaw ay may farm enterprise, ikaw may farm tourism site, a virtual tour would definitely help you. If you're an academic or a research institution, and you're here listening to this right now, I really wish you would consider contacting 360PH also to think about having a virtual tour for your research sites, for your experimental sites, and for the communities that you're engaging with for research and extension. So that's all for me for 360PH. And also, sorry, lastly, look for us, YPARD PH. It's called YPARD Philippines. It's a Facebook group. Join if you want to learn more about how do we engage, what opportunities are there in engaging young people for agriculture.
So let me just show that, YPARD PH, yan ang
Yes.
hanapin nyo on Facebook. You can join our community there. And Bards, it's your turn, bro.
Yeah, ano ba? Siyempre, thank you to...
We can't hear you, bro.
Wala. Why? Wala, bakit?
Wait lang. Ayusin natin. Ayaw talaga, bro. Hello?
Ayan, hello?
Can you hear us?
Meron na ba?
Ayan,
Oo.
rinig ko si Bards.
Alam,
Hindi ko siya rinig. Sige, try mo na lang din, bro. Baka rinig ka naman sa stream.
thank you sa lahat ng umattend sa webinar. So, siyempre yun, shoutout din sa organizations ko, yun, Anahaw Laguna, Ayam Paslupa, Ecological Agriculture, and then, siyempre, to my colleagues din sa Tarlac Agriculture University, if they're, kung nanood pa sila. My students, of course, and to everyone who's watching, salamat po sa pagsuporta ninyo sa amin. If you want to have future collaborations, lalo na sa mga areas ninyo na gusto natin i-feature through vlogging, you can contact me in my details. We can talk after this webinar po. And again, thank you po. Sabay-sabay po natin iangat ang agrikultura.
Okay na, Bards? Kasi hindi ko
Yes,
siya rinig. Okay na si Bards?
Okay na.
Okay, so I would just like to thank everyone again who attended today. Thank you for your attendance. Thank you for your time, of course. We hope to see you at the next one, the next webinar. Hopefully, marami kayo natutunan today. Hopefully, marami kayo na pick up na techniques and new insights on agriculture. Before we end, I would just like to shout out my family who's watching. Hello, guys. Wait lang, meron ako nakitang comment dito na kailangan kong i-flash. Mamaya, hello to my family. Hello to Ren, who's in Singapore right now. Hello, Ren. And, ayan, lastly, happy birthday. Happy birthday kay mama ko, Mama Carol. Happy birthday. Thank you for everything. And, yan. So, kilala din ng dalawang to yung mama ko, for sure. So, guys, in behalf of Jim, in behalf of Bards, thank you for joining us here today on Dream Agritech's webinar, Agriculture 2020. We hope to see you on the next one. Thank you for participating. Thank you for everything. See you guys.
Mabuhay. Thank you. Till next time.